Told them pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said go and shut the lights out. Look, if I said it, you already know. They ain't never touching what I'm doing, told them let it go. I ain't with it ticky-tacks like I ain't playing X and O's. Go compare the numbers, said I think they missing decimals. Look, told them that I'm about to run it now. Too much money out of music, dog. Now the bank account is never running out. Educated on the business end. When I'm talking to him, I can dumb it down. At the summit of this mountain, dog, and I'm camping out. I'm never coming down. Look, pipe down. I don't care what's next. I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said go and shut the lights out. Lights out. Floors in the sauna, but I'm iced out. Back up on my balls, so I said I feel like Mike now. Said I never do this, but they push me, so I might now. And I check your month, these daughters' pockets getting tight now. Look, told them all I'm about to make it out. Reinvested every dollar, dog, and I told them all never take it out. When they talking about my name now, told them don't be scared, gotta say it loud. Lot of trash in these stories lately, like it's on the curb, I'm about to take it out. Look, pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said go and shut the lights out. Pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said go and shut the lights out. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a little NLCS action for you as the Dodgers take on the Milwaukee Brewers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed GameSZN Live. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GameSZN Live. It is I, and I am him, Pete Simonetti, ready to bring to you another day of playoff play-by-play like it's nobody's business. How you doing? What's up with you? How you been out there, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, no, it's not the Yankees, because nobody knows where Hal is, all right? So the Yankees are out. Dodgers are in. Brewers are in. We're going to call a little NLCS action for everybody. And, you know, maybe we get a good ball game today. A lot of people have been asking me to call some Toronto games. I will. I promise you guys. Toronto down 2-0, it looks like now. In that series, it really looks like the Blue Jays World Series was beating the Yankees. That's kind of pathetic, I got to be honest with you. And I know there's probably some Blue Jays fans in here that's like, can't really argue that. Like, why? Like, why did you guys have to... You went all out to beat the Yankees, and I get it. I understand that. But Lord have mercy, man. That was like your World Series was to get us out. And now you guys out there not even showing up. Vladdy. Where's Vladdy's big hits at? That son of a bitch. Anyway, we don't got to talk too much about any of that today as we're covering Dodgers and the Brewers. Let us switch on over to the motherboard, as we are now ready for a little bit of baseball action. Lois Simmons, the real J Stone Joe. What's up, Joe? T85. Did I say that right? I think it is T85. Did I mess that up? Did I butcher that? T85. I got it right. Fellow, what's up, brother? CWE, what's up? Caleb Castro, Vladdy, 0 for 8. Look at that bullshit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Lizzie, what's up? LA Lou. What's going on, LA Lou? No, I know. Look, the reason I wanted to go ahead and call a Dodgers game here is because, look, we were in the World Series with you guys last year, and a lot of you guys enjoyed those streams. So I said, you know, why not? Let's call a Dodgers game. Let's call a Dodgers game. Hang out together, have a good time, and chill, relax. I got nothing to lose. Yankees already out. What do I give a poot? I don't care. I get to watch maybe some good baseball. As it is going to be Aaron Ashby, left-hander, on the mound for the Brewers, going against the always good Blake Snell on the mound. And you got to believe, even though the Milwaukee Brewers had the best record, right? You got to believe that they are the underdog in this series. No matter what this year has looked like, no matter what the records look like, the Dodgers are the defending world champions. So you know the Brewers have to feel a bit like an underdog as Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Tommy Edman, Max Muncy. See that lineup there. And then Pages rounding it out for the Los Angeles Dodgers. There you see Aaron Ashby on the mound. Seems like it's going to be quite a bit of more of a bullpen type game for the Milwaukee Brewers. I don't know how many games Ashby has started, but I don't believe he was typically a starter in the regular season. Maybe you guys will know, and I don't. I don't really follow the Brewers like that, but yeah, indeed, the Dodgers are trying to repeat, no doubt about it. Organization right now is riding very, very high. They've, of course, have a big payroll, but they're backing it up by winning World Series, and that's what you want to do. That is the thing right now the New York Yankees are not able to do. And, of course, guys, this is a Yankee channel, so you probably will see a lot of questions regarding the Yankees. And we'll bring up the Yankees every now and then, but I will be fair down the middle calling this game. Best of luck to the Dodgers and also to the Milwaukee Brewers, as this game is in Milwaukee. Like I said before, Milwaukee had the best record out there. Dodgers have a super team. They got a good team. They really do. They got a nice lineup. It's going to be a solid lineup for years to come. And, you know, they have a couple of positions open. And fortunately for them, there are a couple of really good Japanese players, you know, getting ready to come over. There is Akamoto, who I talked about yesterday with you guys. He is a great third baseman and first baseman. They might have a third baseman opening next year. And then, of course, Munetaka Murakami, who everybody's extremely familiar with, as the first pitch is outside 1-0 to Shohei Ohtani. 1-0 to Ohtani. 1-0 incoming. Pitch is in there. Ooh, no. Said that's high. Wow. 2-0. Thought that was a strike. 2-0 here on Ohtani. Shohei hitting 148 in the playoffs so far. So he's looking to have a big moment. I see Contreras behind the plate kind of shaking his head. Fouled away, 2-1. Contreras back there shaking his head like, where the hell did that ball miss? Where did that miss? Brewers are a good team. I agree. Brewers are a good team. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. 2-1 incoming here from Ashby. The pitch to Ohtani. Low, 3-1. 3-1. They see Brewers bullpen already active as Quinn Priester warming up already. Former prospect for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That misses outside, and he walked him.
Oh, baby, walk on by.
So a leadoff walk to Shohei Ohtani. That will bring up Mookie Betts. Joe, the Yankees are definitely due for a Japanese player again. And, you know, I know everybody's very, very high on Munetaka Murakami, as they should be. Murakami's a guy with unbelievable potential, but there is some worry there, as that one is in there for a strike, 0-1. There is definitely a little worry surrounding Murakami. But man, oh man, the talent is there. The potential is there. The youth is there. He could be a phenomenal talent. That is inside 1-1. He can be a phenomenal talent for years to come. And he's going to get a pretty big deal. He's going to be an outright free agent. Short, what's up, man? Ohtani taking the lead over at first base. The pitch is popped up to second base, and the catch is made. One away. So Betts retired. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez, who's having a hell of a postseason so far. John Libka is the home plate umpire tonight. John Libka. John Libka. As the pitch is in there, Cyber says, stay away from Murakami. I live in Hawaii and we get NPB. He has regressed the last couple of seasons. K rate is up. Yes, that's the one thing I talk to everybody about with Murakami that scares the shit out of me. The strikeouts. I think this year, he missed a lot of the year, but I think this year I think it's maybe 215 at-bats, 220 at-bats. He struck out 75 times, I believe it is. And that's in Japan. You come to America and everybody's throwing 95, 96, 97. I don't know. The 0-2 to Teoscar is low. 1-2. 1-2 here on Teoscar Hernandez. Top of the first inning. Nothing ball game. Runner at first. Smack that like, hit that subby, ladies and gentlemen. Smack that like, hit that subby is the pitch. Fouled away, just gets a piece. Rod Thompson, the one, the only. Says Toronto won the World Series when they played the Yankees. Talking all that Yankees lose-ish. And they're getting their asses handed to them. Yeah, they might want to refocus their attention to understand that Toronto would probably like a World Series instead of seeing you guys just talk shit and, win your series by winning the ALDS. Kind of weird, but it does kind of feel like how they're out there playing ball. I agree. As the count is down 2-2 on Teoscar, not chasing anything that Ashby is throwing right now. Runner at first base is Ohtani. As the 2-2 incoming. The pitch. Line to left field. It'll stay up. Catch is made. 2 away. 2 away. Yeah, Blue Jays about to be down 2-0 as they are down 10-3. 10-3. They are losing to the Seattle Mariners. Mariners looking to win the first 2 games of that series. And then now they're going to, after this, they will go ahead and head out west to Seattle. So Seattle looking to advance to the World Series. Think about that. Seattle Mariners. Tell you what, as the pitch is high, I tell you what MLB is praying for. Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred is praying that the Dodgers win this series, because if it's ever a World Series, let's just say of Seattle and the Brewers, wow. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1 here on Freeman. That would be some poor World Series numbers, I'm fairly certain. They would not be overly excited about that. 1-1 incoming to Freeman. Pitch is low. Anthony, what's up, man? Lois Simmons, what's up? Sassy Queenie baby, what up? Baseball is scripted, okay? Manfred right now is just spamming the Dodgers, okay? Fouled away, the count is now 2-2. 2-2. Starting time and date for Hal's audit. We got to find him first. We got to find Hal Steinbrenner first. Nobody knows. Lizzie, my voice is great. My voice is all ready to go. I wouldn't have been this way if the Yankees stayed in. Hey, struck him out. Adel in the inning. Freddie Freeman continues to struggle. We will go to the bottom of the first. Jackson Chourio leading up for the Brew Crew. Oh, you better smack that like. You better hit that subby like you've never done before a day in your life. Look at that, man. Cyber Ninja says 224 plate appearances, 28.6% K rate from Murakami. Yeah, those are things that have to worry you. There's no doubt about that, man. I mean, look, I agree. I look, players that come from Samurai Japan, you'd want them on your team. I'm just saying you'd want those dudes on your team. Get me Akamoto, man. Get me Akamoto. Akamoto is such a good fit for the New York Yankees. Again, Gold Glover at third base, and Cyber Ninja, you probably know who I'm talking about. Akamoto has Gold Gloves at third base. He has a Gold Glove at first base. He plays first and third. I think he played a little bit of outfield. But Akamoto's a guy that really fits the Yankees so well because you could bring him in for late inning defense. You could start him. He could take over if somebody's struggling. You're worried about McMahon's offense? Well, Akamoto can play third base. He's good at third. He's good at first. I've been a big fan of Akamoto for a while, and I remember really learning a lot about him when I was studying for the WBC finale. And I was learning about the better players that maybe I don't know too much about, and Akamoto was one of those guys. And I had a friend of mine who was actually living in Japan. Sometimes he's in the chat every now and then. And I sent him an email about some of the names, and he gave me a list. And Akamoto, believe it or not, was one of the top guys he talked about. He said, he's a really, really good player. He's a good player. He's good at corner outfield spots too. Yep, he's a guy that comes with a lot of versatility. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Caleb, I've been, vocal about Akamoto to the Yankees. I like it. I like him a lot. Nobody knows what Waldo is. Nobody knows. Nobody knows where the hell Hal Steinbrenner is, man. He's missing. Hal Steinbrenner is missing in action. There's been search parties on the oceans. Nobody knows. Nobody knows where the hell that dude is right now, man. He is just sailing around full Christopher Columbus right now. Just an explorer out there, I guess. That's what Hal Steinbrenner has become, an explorer, folks. What do you want me to tell you? JC says, Pete, you are the GOAT. I appreciate you. Chris, no, it would not be international signing money. This is not a Roki Sasaki situation. This is a posting system. So as you guys know what a posting system works, teams would bid. That money would go to that club, and then they would have a time frame to sign the player. So yes, look, man, being posted is very different. Being posted is separate because it's different than being an outright free agent. The Yankees get control, the Yankees can sign him. And I think he should be a main target for the New York Yankees. No doubt about it. 1-1 here on Jackson Chourio. The pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Blake Snell on the mound. Brewers will love to take a nice early lead. AC Chourio's numbers, 389 average. I'd say that's pretty damn good. As the pitch is a swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. Maybe Hal was placed into witness protection. Potentially. Medina, what's up, brother? Potentially. As the pitch is hit on the ground to third base, Fields fires across, got him. And there is one away. Mel, what's up, brother? How you doing, fam? Caleb Castro, what's up, brother? And you see the Brewers batting order here. That'll bring up Christian Yelich. Had a pretty good year. 263 so far this postseason. 263 average, 680 OPS. Caleb, what's up, man? I'm doing good, brother. How are you? Mel, what's up? What's up, Mel? How you doing, brother? Baseball game on HBO Max is out of pocket. Yeah, that's a strange one. That is a strange one. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. As the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Man, Blake Snell's a very good pitcher, man. Pete, I remembered you was pushing hard for the Yankees to sign Polanco last offseason. See how good he's doing in Seattle. Yes, I do. Hey, look. I'll be wrong a lot. Anybody who covers baseball is going to be wrong a lot. Hey, struck him out. 2 away. I'll be wrong a lot, but I've been right a lot too. And, I think that's a very fair thing to say, but I'd say this to people all the time, man. Baseball's the hardest game to predict. It is a marathon of a year. You never really know. No doubt about it. Baseball is one of those games where it's just crazy. It really is. It's a crazy, crazy game. It is a crazy game. As the pitch incoming to William Contreras is inside 1-0. 1-0 here on William Contreras. 300 average, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, 983 OPS this postseason. Not bad at all. Chef, what's up, man? What's up, man? Yeah, sure, you're right. If you're right 3 out of 10 times, shit, I'm hitting 300. If that's the case, sign me up. Sign me up. Anybody want to sing the Canadian national anthem? I know the "O Canada" part. Other than that, I have no idea. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Nasty, nasty changeup. Nasty changeup right there. Nasty. See him pulling out the little scouting report right there. As the 1-2 to Contreras. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-2. 2-2. Akamoto was in the middle of his prime at 29, 30 in the middle of 2026. I can see a 6-year deal for him. Let me tell you something, man. If I was building a team, I could tell you this. I could tell you this right now, guys. I am going after the Samurai Japan players. Swing and a miss. Hey, struck him out. That'll end the inning. So a good inning there for the Dodgers. We go to the top of the second. Nothing ball game. But I would be all over the Samurai Japan players. Now, those are they call Samurai Japan the WBC team for Japan. Samurai Japan. I'd be all over those. They're winners. They're winners, man. They play the game the right way. No doubt about it. Pete, are you a Giants or a Jets fan? This is always the weird question. I'm a 49ers fan. Excuse me, I am a 49ers fan. I am a San Francisco 49ers fan. Just lost to the damn Bucks, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Team is cursed. The 49ers are cursed with the injury bug all the damn time. It drives me mad. Because of Joe Montana, yes. Iceman, yes. My father, forget about it. You couldn't talk bad about Joe Montana than my dad, so Montana, Jerry Rice. I had all the highlight videos. I had a Jerry Rice jersey as a kid. Had a Joe Montana jersey. I had the old school starter jacket, which is legendary to this day. The starter jackets were the GOATs. And yeah, but it's funny because that was like very, very young because it was the 49ers and the Yankees all the time. But then my love has always been the Yankees. And I tell people this all the time. If you were to compare my love for the 49ers to the Yankees, it's not even close. It's not even close. You know what I mean? I am all about the New York Yankees. Yeah, it's funny. My brother was a Dolphins fan for a long time. And guess why? Dan Marino. As you can see, Papa Simonetti, you better go like the Italians. So, yeah, man, we had Dan Marino at the time, Joe Montana, and then my dad also absolutely loved Steve Young. So, I grew up during that time with Steve Young more than I did with Montana, of course. But those are fun times. But there's nothing I love more than the Yankees. Yankees are all it is for me. The real Jay Stone said the Mariners are going to sweep. That would be rather disgraceful. That would be rather disgraceful, no doubt about it. Pete, do you think Anthony Rizzo will be a good coach to replace Baboon? You know, when I hear that sometimes, a lot of, and this is not coming at you at all, Retro Tony. He could be a good manager potentially. If somebody were to come to me and go, who would you want to manage the Yankees? I'd always go to, I want somebody who's been there and done that. Like, I want somebody who could be a win now type manager. Not that you got to learn, that can jump right in. If somebody were to tell me, but you got to bring in a manager who is going to learn, who is brand new at this, who would it be? Honestly, for me, it's Jorge Posada. You know what I mean? Jorge Posada, to me, would be the guy that if somebody says, hey, there's a brand new manager, who would it be? That's the guy I would go with. As Quinn Priester is now in the game, 0-2 on Will Smith. But I would go Jorge because he just has the embodiment of, you know, what the Yankees once were. And I would love to see him bring that back. But if I had to give it to somebody fresh and brand new, he would be the guy. That's up the middle, but right there is the second baseman. Fields fires, got him. One away. One away. Right to Terang. That'll bring up Tommy Edman. Talk about giving us nightmares. This guy beat the shit out of the Yankees in the World Series. Tommy Edman. Yankees also could have signed him last year, but they passed. You know, reality, I've always loved Ron Washington. I just think the thing with Ron now is the health. The health ain't there no more. You know what I mean? He had to leave the Angels job. He was doing a good job with them, but unfortunately for him, man, the health just isn't there anymore. That's going to be hit on the ground. Terang there again makes the play. Got him. Nice play. 2 away as Edmonds retired. That'll bring up Max Muncy. Big power right here, Muncy. 313 in the postseason, 825 OPS. Yeah, it's just, I do believe, guys, by the way, and I know some of you may disagree with me, I do believe the game is going to slowly revert back. I do. I think it's going to slowly revert back to how the game used to be played, less analytic focus. I really believe, I think analytics aren't going anywhere, but I do believe they're going to get back to more of an old school style of baseball. I think a lot of people are recognizing it and realizing it, and I do believe that's coming as that's fouled away and the count is 2-2. Believe it or not, I have a little bit of inside knowledge on that, but it's not regarding the Yankees, believe it or not. It's regarding another club that may be hiring a manager or getting somebody on the coaching staff that I'm close with, that I began to develop a pretty solid relationship with. But there's a few people out there who are believing that baseball is going to go back a little more to the old school approach as of late. As that one is inside, he walked them. Good at bat there by Muncy. That'll bring up Kike Hernandez with 2 away, 2 away, 1 on. So hopefully we start to see that more for baseball. Yeah, Iceman, you know, the pitch clock and all that shit, it bothered me a little bit, but I could live with that. What I can't live with is, you know, I'm going to put it as bluntly as I can. I can't live with nerds who really never played the game, but they're good with spreadsheets and they're running the show. I can't live with that. Baseball's a game I love. Baseball's a game I absolutely adore. To this day, you get me on a baseball field and I'm ready to go. I love it. I adore this game. I adore it. I really do. So for me, yeah, I can never live with that. I can never live with spreadsheets running the show. It's bullshit. It's disgusting and it's disgraceful. I don't know how half of these guys deal with it because I wouldn't be able to handle it. The 0-2, hey, struck him out. That'll end the inning. Bottom 2 coming on up. Nerdball is ruining all the sports. Yes, I have a lot of people that always tell me, like, hey, Pete, look, man, I know you cover baseball all the time, but it's not only baseball. It's not only baseball. It's every sport is dealing with this shit. But I do believe in baseball. It's starting to die out. You know, here's the thing about analytics. I'll tell you guys right now, right? Here's the thing about when you live like this. You want an example of it? The Yankees. The numbers tell you everything's fine. The numbers tell you everything is okay. The numbers also tell you, based on the analytics, run it again. It's gonna work. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. And then it doesn't work, and you're there holding your Johnson going, what happened? But when you look at it from a baseball guy's and guts and feelings, you look at it and you go, guys, look, man, maybe Aaron Boone would be better if you allowed him to be the baseball guy that he is. Maybe we can see that you guys don't play fundamentally sound baseball. That needs to be worked on. Maybe the little things that we see all year with right baseball people, you guys could fix it and be a better club. The problem is they don't believe that shit because they believe in analytics and the numbers are right. The numbers are correct. The numbers work. It worked in a regular season. We got unlucky. Why do you think in analytics, what is the words they always use? Lucky or unlucky? Well, this player should be better. He's just unlucky. He's just unlucky. Interesting. Interesting how that works. Everything's something about luck. Luck. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, damn it. Mariners versus the Brewers in the World Series would be a nightmare for baseball. And you know what? I hope it is. I hope it is. Yep. Sure, I called that game, man, and I was livid when I saw that. I couldn't believe it. I said, how in the... And this is who I believe, AJ Hinch. I believe AJ Hinch is a good manager. You know, I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, you guys may not have a tomorrow. How does he not go at least 120? How does he not throw you at least 120 pitches? How do you not even go batter to batter there? You go to your bullpen from right there. It's just unbelievable. Luke, hey, man, I wish it was the Yankees, too. I'm there with you, man. As the 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. 0-2. 0-2. One second, guys. Hit in the air to left field. Kike Hernandez makes the catch. And there's one away. One away, nothing ball game, bottom two. As Terang gonna be the batter here. Oh, no, Terang just flew out, my bad. Andrew Vaughn is gonna be the batter here. Yeah, Alejandro, the Yankees beat the hell out of Bryce Miller this year. I really thought the Blue Jays would go to work on him, but Pete, you still doing off-season content for Bleacher Report? No, we're gonna pick it up again next year. Yeah, we'll pick it up. I mean, there's a possibility if they reach out. Basically how that works is they got me as the Yankee person. If they wanted to do something for off-season videos, they'll reach out. But as it stands right now, the regular Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday stuff, there's no games. So that'll be picked up next year. Hit on the ground to short. Fields fires, got it. 2 away. 2 away. Had to bring up Sal Frelick. Pitching on both sides. Been very, very good early on here. Yeah, reality, man. It feels like the Jays World Series was playing the Yankees. That's what it feels like as the pitch is in there. And the count is 0-1. 0-1. Mariners in 4. We'll see. David Douglas, what's up, brother? As the 0-1. In there, 0-2. There's that curveball. My goodness. My goodness. 0-2 here on Free Lick. Caleb, I could see, maybe a change at first base, third base, minor changes like that, but you're not going to see Aaron Boone or anything like that change. And it sucks, but at this point, guys, I've been yelling about this stuff since 2019. I'm the one who broke the news about Aaron Boone. The video's out there. I broke that news. I broke that news that Aaron Boone was becoming a manager of the Yankees. I broke it on YouTube right here, years ago, 2018. I broke that news on YouTube as the pitch is high and the count is 1-2. And I tell you, man, I told everybody, 2-2, excuse me. I told everybody, just give him, give Aaron Boone 2018. But once I saw 2019, I was like, oh man, this ain't it. This team, this dude does not have this team ready. As that is inside. Count is now 3-2. And yeah, I mean, I can't. There's a part of me that I can't rant anymore. I can't rant anymore about Aaron Boone, man. I just can't do it. As this one is popped up in the air to center field, not deep. That's going to end the inning. We'll go to the top of the third. We got nothing ball game. Little pitching matchup early on.
Hey, she had a fat ass.
Hey, yo! The hell? Pete, I am not a fan of Bichette, in my opinion. He can't stay on the field. Bullshit. 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 You're the Yankees. He's priority number 1. I don't give a poot what anybody says. You go out there and you get Bo Bichette. You go out there and you get Bo Bichette. I don't want to hear it. Everybody is bananas. You go out there and you go get Bo Bichette. That is the top priority for me if I'm running the Yankees, which I'm not. I wish I was. I wish I could. I don't even want to run the Yankees. Just put me in a room to listen to these guys and give my opinion. They don't even have to care. I just want to be able to give my opinion. That's all I want to do. And this idea that Bichette doesn't play, look at his plate appearances. Stop it, man. Look at it. He's never on the field. Stop it. Stop it. 690 at-bats and 20 plate appearances in 2021. 697 in 2022. 601 in 2023. Yeah, 2024 he's injured. 2025, 628 plate appearances. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. He's on the field. Does he get injured? Okay, yeah, every now and then he misses a few games. Pay that man. 27 years old. Pay him. The biggest upgrade the Yankees can make is at shortstop. And that is it. The biggest overall upgrade is at shortstop. You know it, and I know it. That is the biggest upgrade the New York Yankees can make to become a better team. Jocko, what's up, brother? How we doing, folks? Shouldn't it be one re-sign Belly? No. Bellinger's going to get a big deal. Bellinger's going to get a big deal. I mean, look, I'll say this. If you guys are very willing to guarantee Cody Bellinger 5+ years, good luck. I'm not willing to guarantee Cody Bellinger 5+ years. I'm not giving Cody Bellinger 5+ years. I'm not. I refuse. D says, the Blue Jays lose. It's true. It's true. Mike, I'm with you. Medina, I'm with you. Bo Bronx. No problem. No problem. I got nothing else to do right now. The Yankees are out. Those bums. Where's Hal, damn it? What's your take on having both Belly and Tucker? I'll be honest with you, Christian. I can't even have a take on that because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So it's hard to have a take on that. Here's Andy Paez. Hitting .042 in the postseason. Not cute. Outside. 1-1. 1-1. Jacob, no. It doesn't necessarily mean that. I do believe that Jason Dominguez needs to be your everyday left fielder. You know what I mean? He has to be your everyday left fielder. There's no denying that. You need to get him out there every single day and just let him play baseball, and that's it. Pete Bichette hasn't played over 135 games in the last 3 years. He played 139 this year. So indeed he has. But yeah, no doubt about it. You gotta have Jason Dominguez be a regular left fielder. You gotta this offseason, his main goal should be let me get left field down, get the best people to work with him, as that's fouled away 2-2. Just have him working with the best people. That's it. Have him working with your best people, man, and get that kid right. And then center field, you'll have options. If you think fouled away, we'll do it again, 2-2. If you think that Spencer Jones is your regular guy, hell, if they want to go with him, go with him. But if not, there could potentially be other options out there. Three-two here on Pajes. Quinn Priester on the mound. Priester, whatever the hell his name is. As the 3-2. Hit on the ground, foul. We'll do it again. Good at bat here by Pajes, making him work. I'd rather have J-Dom in center field, his natural position. You know, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm okay with that too, but I just want to see the Yankees work with him and dedicate to him a little bit. He's fouled away. He's too dynamic of a ball player. Jason Dominguez is he's too dynamic of a player overall to not have on your team next year unless you put him in a deal for a big-time player. Hit on the ground at third base. Fields fires. Got him. One away. Top of the order coming up. Shohei Ohtani. But you got to figure out a way to get him in there every day. That's it. And if the Yankees, as I feel, you know, I 2 years ago, I said this. I believe the Yankees are going to trade him. I said it 2 years ago. I hope I'm wrong, and he's the starting left fielder this year because I really do believe he could be dynamic for this team. I think Dominguez could steal 40-plus bases with ease. I think he could hit 20-plus homers. Just got to give him the chance. Give him the chance to play. That one is in there. The count is now 1-1 on Shohei Ohtani. One. That's in there. 1-2. 1-2 here on Shohei. He walked his first time up, takes a timeout. 1 out, nobody on. Brewers, I mean, still better record than the Dodgers, but I believe it would still be considered an upset if they defeat the Dodgers in the NLCS. Inside 2-2. 2-2. Trade Dominguez for Quan. I tell you what, like me and Francis talked about this. I don't think I do that. It's fouled away. We'll do it again. Everybody's going to say I'm nuts. Everybody's going to sit there and go, Pete, I think you're out your friggin' mind. I don't think I trade Dominguez in a deal for Steven Kwan. I don't think I do. And, you know, one of the main reasons I do is at 21 years old, Jason Dominguez had a .330 on-base percentage, similar to what Kwan's is. Similar to what Steven Kwan's is. And Steven Kwan, is he a better defender? Yeah, he's a better defender. There's no doubt about that. But I think Dominguez has way more upside than Steven Kwan. Way more upside than Steven Kwan does. Now, I don't think you got to trade Dominguez to get Kwan, by the way. I think you could do other moves to get him. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Count remains 3-2. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That could very well be wrong. I'm banking a lot on Jason Dominguez. I could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong about Jason Dominguez, and he's just never going to be that good. But I wouldn't include Dominguez in a deal for Steven Kwan. I think he could be just as good, if not better, than Steven Kwan as early as next season. Pitches hit in the air to left field, ranging down the line to make the catch. 2 away. Ohtani retired. Akamoto makes a lot of sense to me, David. Akamoto also makes unbelievable sense for the Yankees. Cardiac, that's a great way to put it. Steven Kwan's the guy you're going to get, right? You're probably never going to see much improvement from who Steven Kwan is now, which is a good ball player. He's a really good ball player. I just think a guy like Jason Dominguez at 22, he already has an elite eye. He can walk a ton. He has great speed. Yes, his defense is not good. We all know that. He has to improve there. But I believe this is a 20-homer, 40 stolen base guy. I mean, Yankees could let him lead off. They could let him lead off, but they don't seem to fully commit to that. They'll do it with Volpe. They'll do anything for Volpe. That's line to right field. Hit on the ground. One hopper. Fires over. Got him. I thought that ball was going to right field. It's a one hopper to Terang. That'll end the inning. We will go to the bottom of the third. Excuse me. Brewers coming on up. If I'm the Yankees and somebody said, Pete, what do you do when it goes to this offseason? Okay, I'll tell you. I sit down and I say, okay, well, what do I have right now? What do I have on this club right now? Okay, got great starting pitching. Can never have enough starting pitching. I'm going to leave my starting pitching alone because I don't got to go crazy there. We know that. Bullpen needs a little bit of help. I'll be honest. I'm not going to go jumping around, signing contracts for relievers. We'll find them. We'll find relievers via trade. Maybe towards the end of free agency, you can pick up a few names. Okay, leave that alone. I'm going to look at this Yankees team on the field. And what am I going to say to myself? I'm going to say, all right, look, I think Ben Rice should be the regular first baseman. I know a lot of people here are not fans of Austin Wells. I like Austin Wells. I would leave Austin Wells as my catcher. I would find a veteran backup that's a right-handed hitter that can spell him some time and be there with him. Okay? Who that guy is right now, I don't know, but that's what I will look at. Ben Rice is at first base. I know that already. I'm okay with him. Jazz at second base. I'm okay with him. McMahon at third base. I'm okay with him. Shortstop. I'm not okay with it at all. I'm not okay with shortstop. Not one bit. Center field, left field, I want Dominguez out there. Right field, we know is Judge. Stanton's going to get some time. We could put him and Judge at DH and, rest up Judge a lot. Now I got to figure some things out. Again, priority number one for me. Get Bo Bichette away from Toronto. Make him your shortstop. What's Bo Bichette's downside? Injured. I don't believe in the whole injured all the time. I don't. He's not the greatest guy with range. Okay, good. That's why I got Ryan McMahon at third base and Jazz at second base. His range won't be that much of a problem. I need Bo Bichette at shortstop. Center field, I'll have to figure out. Akamoto, I'm signing Akamoto. I'm winning him via the posting system. He could play first, third, some of the outfield spots if you need him to. But he's a guy that you could still get out there and play just about every single day at one of those spots. If Ryan McMahon's bat is at 210, 2 months in, hey, Ryan, we love you. Late inning defense is going to start being your thing, and you'll play every now and then. You got your new third baseman you can plug out there who's great defensively also. So that's the way I'm looking at that. And then you got to figure out what is center field and what does the bullpen look like. D, it's not that I'm out on Murakami. I would not be mad for the Yankees to buy into the potential of Murakami. It's there. I'm very worried about him. And he's not going to get a small deal. Murakami's going to get a very, 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 very large contract. I don't know if the Yankees should be the team that does that. Now, don't get me wrong. If he comes here and hits 40 homers his first year, would I be shocked? No. 2-1 here on Caleb Durbin, former Yankee prospect. Moved over in the Devin Williams deal. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me at all. But I may potentially stay away from that deal. I'd have to learn a lot more. And I know a lot about Murakami, but I would want people that really see him day in and day out to be able to talk. Yankees got pro scouts who do that. So I would want to talk to those people and really pick their mind on what they believe that transition to the major leagues will look like. That's going to be a base hit. There he is. Caleb Durbin with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third. Kev's out there happy somewhere. That is actually the first hit of the ball game coming off of the bat of Caleb Durbin. Look at that, hitting .294 in the postseason. We could have used some of that. Harrison Bader's a guy I would have on a chart where it's like if all else fails and he's still out there, maybe. But yeah, I would not target Harrison Bader off the cuff. Not at all. I'd wait. I wouldn't target Bader off the cuff. If Bader's available and I really need somebody come the end of December, early January, maybe. But other than that, nah. I'd stay away. The 0-1 incoming here to Isaac Collins. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 0-2. Smack that like. Hit that subby, folks. Philo, you put me in the major leagues next year. My first year is better than Volpe's. Stop it. Anthony Volpe's going to be the starting shortstop next year for the Yankees. Nah, of course. David, I'm not saying he's not. But yeah, man, of course he is. Volpe's going to be the starting short. I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying what I would do. Not what the Yankees should do. I'm saying what I would do. I think Volpe's going to be the starting shortstop, and I think Jason Dominguez is going to be traded if it's up to the Yankees. I'm talking about what Pete Simonetti would do. But yeah, I believe Anthony Volpe will be the starting shortstop next year. Definitely. That would shock me if they ever got rid of him. As the pitch to Collins. Hi. I'm sorry, Joey Ortiz. What the hell did Collins do? I missed it. Collins struck out. Okay, so Joey Ortiz, the batter, 1-0. 1-0 here on Joey Ortiz. The 1-0 incoming is in there. 1-1. 1-1. Chocolate, but will it surprise you? Would it surprise you if he's the starting shortstop? Shouldn't surprise anybody. This is the Yankees we are indeed talking about. So yeah, shouldn't shock anybody. Really shouldn't. And they got Durbin picked off. And he is out. So tough play there by Caleb Durbin. He gets picked off of first base. Gotten a little bit of a rundown, but they easily throw him out at second base. Too big of a lead, and he telegraphed that. Very, 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 very poor play by Caleb Durbin. I mean, he absolutely telegraphed that one. And Blake Snell, being the veteran he is, he read that a mile away. That was horrible. Hirsch, what's going on, my good friend? How you doing? Yeah, he telegraphed that one. That wasn't a good play. 2 away. 1-1 here on Joey Ortiz. The pitch is fouled away. Big rip. And the count is 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground up the middle. Fields. Fires. Got him. That'll end the inning. Well, Jake, yes. Yeah. Because who are they going to replace him with? If Volpe doesn't perform at spring training, do you think they're going to start him? Yes, of course. If they're very, very committed to Anthony Volpe, and I've said all year, I believe he will be the shortstop next year. It doesn't matter what I would do. It matters what the Yankees would do. I believe they should get Bo Bichette. Doesn't mean they will. That's my belief. I think the Yankees stick with Anthony Volpe. That's what I think they do. I think that's the route they'll take. But we'll see. As I always say, time will reveal all. So within time, we're going to know. We're going to know what they're going to do. Why would the Orioles be dumb enough to trade Gunnar Henderson? They will not trade Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, and definitely not to the Yankees. Even if the Baltimore Orioles sat there and said, hey, we're going to trade Gunnar. the Yankees wouldn't be a team allowed to trade for him. Never happened. Oh, Bobby, I'm pretty sure the Yankees will definitely talk to Tucker. I think they'll talk to Tucker. Now, do they get Tucker? I don't think so. But then again, you never know. But I don't see them being a team that lands Kyle Tucker. I don't think so. Mason Wynn's a good player, Martin, but not likely. Not for the Yankees. They're not going to trade that kid right now. St. Louis is a team trying to build upon this year. They're going to keep those young guys around. Jose Marrero, welcome to the U, brother. Appreciate you, man. El Boli, I'm there with you, brother. I'm there with you, man. I am there with you. I would absolutely love Bo Bichette on the Yankees. Willie Castro, I would get. Okay, a little Willie Castro action. A lot of players out there, man. It's going to be a nice offseason. Bo Bronx is the fit, in my opinion, but I could be very wrong, and the Yankees may not even be interested in him. So realistically, do we think Cash is even going to do anything? Yeah, I mean, they always do something. The Yankees always do something. I mean, yeah, in the offseason, they'll do a couple of things. Like I said before, I think I'm one of the people who is not as high on Cody Bellinger as a lot of Yankee fans are. I see a lot of Yankee fans out there right now saying the first thing you got to do is go sign Cody Bellinger. You have to. And I get it and I understand it. I am just not giving Cody Bellinger a guaranteed 5 years, 5+ years. I'm not going to do that. I can't. And I do believe he's going to get that from somebody. The New York Mets could be very interested in him and Trent Grisham, but I personally would not give Bellinger that long-term deal. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Bo was running the bases, Twiggy, before the game today. I mean, before the series started to see if he could make the roster, and he said the hamstring was still bothering him, so he couldn't. As that one is inside, the count is now 3-0 on Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, man. Hirsch, I was saying it before, the Yankees pitching is set. You really don't even got to look at the rotation at all. That rotation is set as a leadoff 4-pitch walk to Teoscar Hernandez here in the top of the 4th inning. LA Lou says, I could see Bellinger back with the Dodgers. That would make sense. I think he's going to have, and that's the reason why I say what I say. Like, a lot of Yankee fans hear me say it and they go, oh my God, how do you not consider bringing him back? And I said, it's not about not considering. I just believe that with the year he had, you're going to have some teams offer 5 years guaranteed, 6 years guaranteed, hell, maybe 7 guaranteed. I wouldn't be one of those clubs. That's all. I wouldn't lock myself in a contract for Cody Bellinger. And I like the player. I really do, but I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't. I wish he had a deal for next year, but he doesn't, unfortunately. He's obviously going to opt out, as he should, coming off such a good year. 1-1 to Freeman is hit in the air to left field. Ranging back, still back. That'll be caught. Good play in left. Fires it back in. And back is Teoscar. 1 away. Freeman gave it a bit of ride, but not deep enough. Not deep enough. As the catch is made by Collins in left field. Making a play. You do not phantom. You do not want Murakami at third base. Murakami, you do not want at third base. He's way better at first base. Not a good defender at third base at all. You don't want Murakami at third base. That's fouled away. And Artie, look, man, you know, every year, guys, when I do like the Soto watch and Yamamoto watch, probably going to be doing a Murakami watch this year because it's bound to happen. We all know it. The Yankees are going to be connected. We know it. As that's ripped up the middle, there's a base hit. First and second for the Dodgers as Will Smith goes right up the middle. That'll bring up Tommy Edman. That'll bring up Tommy Edman. First and second, one away. Okamoto is going to be posted. So Okamoto will be posted this offseason. So he can be our third baseman, first baseman, play just about every day at a different spot. He can do that. That's who he is. And he's a really, really talented individual. If I'm the Yankees, man, that's a guy I'm talking to. That's hitting the air to center field. There's a base hit. Teoscar's going to hold up. Bases loaded here for the Dodgers. And the batter's going to be Max Muncy. Bases juiced, one away. Christopher, I do it every year, though, unfortunately. Last year, thankfully, the Yankees went to the World Series, but I started doing this, I want to say in 2022. I started just calling games even if the Yankees were eliminated. I said, you know what? This is the only time I'm going to do it in the postseason. So I've kind of continued that tradition. It's the only time I call other teams besides for the WBC, which I love. I love the WBC. Cardiac, I had a feeling that, we actually broke that news here also. If you guys remember this, not tooting my own horn here, you go back. Nobody knew that Roki was going to be posted early. We told everybody he was going to be, and that was not news at all. We said that there was a clause in his contract that he had like Ohtani where he's allowed to get out of it besides being posted. And yeah, we were told back then he's a Dodger. I mean, we were legitimately told back then he's going to the Dodgers. So my hope for Roki really was never too strong. You always thought that could be a possibility, but it always felt like he was going to the Dodgers anyway. I can see Okamoto and the Dodgers, definitely. I can see Murakami to the Dodgers, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. The 1-0 incoming is hit in the air to center field. Fairly well hit, going back, still back. Leaping grab, is it caught or not? They'll fire it home, and he is out. Wow, now they're going to have to review this. They're going to have to review this. Let's see here. This is interesting. Did that ball ever hit the wall? If that ball never hit the wall, you got a double play. Did this ball hit the wall? Let's see. Jumps at the wall, in his glove, hit the wall. That hit the wall. Dodgers are going to score. That hit the wall. Yep, that hit the wall. Excellent attempt in center field by Frelick. But unfortunately, that ball did indeed hit the wall. So, but let's see here. Hold on a second. But that was Teoscar Hernandez. So that still would have been a force at the plate. That's still an interesting play. Because with the bases loaded, if Teoscar didn't score and he didn't know what to do there and they threw him out at home, he's still out. Even if it's a fair ball. Yeah, I don't think, no, it's not a home run. It's definitely not a home run. That's definitely not a home run. But the way I'm seeing this right now is there should be 2 outs with the bases loaded because he would be out. That's a force play then. I mean, yeah, that's a force play. He should be out at the plate. Because even if that's a fair ball, he went back to tag up. They fire in. He's out. He's out. It's going to be an interesting call. I mean, my assumption is what they'll do is they'll just say bases loaded and the runner at home is out with 2 away. is my guess. And to me, that's fairly obvious. Now, when it comes to the other base runners, I don't know how they're gonna figure the rest of this out. But then the runner should have moved up and he tagged him out. So this is very interesting how they're gonna make this one work. In reality, that could still be a double play. Let's see if we could listen to it live. So it's still under review. We're gonna wait. But here we go. Let's take a listen.
After review, the call on the field, the force out at home plate is confirmed. The runner is out. The confirmed on the runner at third base when the force out is out.
Yeah, double play. Has to be. Can't run it back. Can't run it back. Bad luck. Bad luck, and you can't argue that. Dave Roberts wants to argue. You can't argue this play. Can't argue it. It's just one of those weird plays. Runners have to advance then. You can't sit there and go, they didn't know. You can't sit there and say, you didn't know. Can't do that. Yeah, that's the right call. That's the right call. So a huge double play for the Milwaukee Brewers. Good heads-up baseball by Sal Frelick to get the ball back in and make the double play. It's a double play. That's it. Wow. Big way to get out of an inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Nothing game. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, give me a second. I'll be right back with you. Smack that like, hit that subby for me. Hey. Got a plug for you guys real quickly. You know we are always excited to call Yankee games here on GameSZN Live, but we are also always excited to attend Yankee games in person, which is why I want to give the official sponsor of GameSZN Live, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. Right now, you can get tickets to Yankee games, MLB games, concerts, and so much more. And with SeatGeek being MLB's official ticket marketplace, your tickets are fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled to your cart once you purchase. The app and the website are also really phenomenal and very, very easy to use. You know I got the Yankees already pre-filled. Let's say I want to go see some San Diego Padres action against the Yankees. You know, a little Fernando Tatis action. You got it right there, baby. Look at this. You go, I don't know what side I want to be on. Who the hell knows? Let me go ahead and click. I like section, what is this? 223. Okay. You can choose where you want. You can choose the tickets you want, the seats you want. It gives you a beautiful look at what's going on in the world today. You have to absolutely love how easy this is to use. And you know, here at the U, we came through for you. You can go ahead and get $20 off your first purchase with promo code UNDERGROUND. Again, that is $20 off your first purchase with promo code UNDERGROUND. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. No, that's my seat, geek. Back to GameSZN Live, baby. Let's go Yankees. I can't really say let's go Yankees anymore, but I'm not going to make a new one. This is the last month. I can't say let's go Yankees anymore, I'll tell you that much, but I'm not going to make a new video for the final couple of games here of October. And all that, but here we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Snell throws a strike, 0-1. Yeah, that play is absolutely nuts. What a play. As the pitch is in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. Gavin, what's up, man? What's up, everybody? How we doing out there, folks? Smack that like and join the U if you have not.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Yeah, this is the time when every other baseball team gets to enjoy NYYU because I call whoever else is in the playoffs. The Yankees are obviously in Cancun. We don't know where Hal is. Nobody knows where Hal is, folks. He's missing. He's missing, damn it. That's the real question. Alexander Gordon, what's up, brother? In the dirt. 2-2. 2-2 here on Jackson Churio. Has any one of these teams surprised me this year? I mean, look, you got to be surprised by the Brewers, right? This team has played amazing baseball. Scott, what's up, man? Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that, man. Hit the like button, folks. Smack that like. Hit that subby for me. Let's get it. Let's get it. As the 3-2 fouled away, we will do it again. We will do it again. As the 3-2 incoming the Churio. The pitch. Hit on the ground, foul again. We'll do it all over. Yep. Where is Hal? Nobody knows. Nobody knows where Hal is. Guy, what's up, man? What's up, everybody? A little Dodgers Brewers action today. I'll call hey, struck him out. Wow, that looked a little low to me. That looked a little bit low to me. One away. No more, because it's obvious all they wanted to do was to beat the Yankees. That was their World Series. Sad. All the Toronto Blue Jays wanted to do was say, we beat the Yankees in the postseason. How about go win a fucking World Series? That's more important, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Want to know here on Christian Yelich. I believe he struck out first time up. Pitch. That is outside. 2-0. Not going to lie, I think Bo isn't coming to the Bronx around the trade deadline. Cashman said Volpe's our starting shortstop. A lot has happened since then. But I've said it before. It's not about what I think. What I think the Yankees should do is go get Bo. What I believe the Yankees will do is keep Volpe at shortstop. That's what I think the New York Yankees will do. That's what I think they'll do. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Man, he's been late on that fastball like crazy against Blake Snell. ALCS is going 7 games? You really think so? I don't think so. I don't think it goes 7. I really don't. I don't think it goes 7. I don't think it goes 7. 3-2. 3-2 now on Yelich. Oh, he's elite, all right. Oh, he's elite. Whoops, I just punched the microphone. Okay. As the 3-2 incoming pitch. Swing and a miss. Hey, struck him out. 2 away. 2 away. Alexander Gordon, man. Look, here's the thing about G. He did that a lot more this season, where he kind of came off the bench and was a pinch hitter, and it worked well. You know, I would say this: him clogging up that DH spot does hurt. There's no doubt about it. It does hurt. What I would say is you got to make your lineups out in a smart fashion. Should he be DHing against lefties? Yeah, probably, right? Against certain righties, he shouldn't be DHing those days. Against certain pitchers based on matchups, I don't think he should be a guarantee to be out there. That I agree with 100%. You could have Judge take those days. If the Yankees went out there and got a guy like Okamoto that I like, you know, you could have McMahon get a day off. You could have Judge get a day off. You can do a lot. That's why I like Okamoto a lot. I think he makes a ton of sense for the Yanks. 1-2 here on William Contreras. Bases empty, 2 away for the Brewers, bottom 4. X-Wing, I would never have any of these guys on a show I do. As he grounds out right back to Snell, good play. That'll end the inning. I would never have any of these guys on any show I do. I don't, I'll be honest. It's not an insult to them. I just don't respect the beat writing class for the Yankees. I don't respect them. Not that it matters if I respect them or not, but I don't. I don't respect them. I don't believe they do their job properly. I don't think they do their job right. I think they're bought and paid for, the majority of them. They get, and to also be a little bit fair about some of this, if they were to attack, Jason Zillo isn't going to allow them to be asking questions. He's not going to call on them. He won't do it. He's done this before. Mike Deportes, who is a Spanish reporter, he was questioning Aaron Boone on Jason Dominguez. Why isn't Dominguez getting the same type of rope that Anthony Volpe is? Why are they not running them out there? Jason Zillo banned him from asking questions. That's what the Yankees do. That's who they are now. They banned him. He's not allowed to ask questions. He can't ask questions anymore. Not allowed to. And that's what they do. That's what they do. Jack Curry, I like Jack Curry a lot. Jack Curry's not a beat writer. In the sense, Jack Curry works for the Yes Network, so I don't consider him one of those guys. He's a beat writer. But look, I heard Jack Curry, argue that taking out Max Fried was the right decision in Game 1 against Boston. And it wasn't. It was as clear as day not the right decision. Even Michael Kay's sitting there debating them on it. He's wrong. So a lot of these guys they're getting paid by the organization. What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? I mean, I understand it, but I just can't be one of those guys. And I wouldn't even have one of them on, because you're not going to sit there and tell me that Aaron Boone is making every decision in this organization that happens on the field. No, he's not. He's not. He's not. And I know this as a fact. That's what bothers me. I know this as fact. And nobody has to believe me. I don't ask anybody to believe me. I know that as a fact, so I'm not going to have you on a program saying that shit. You're not going to say it. You're not going to bullshit me and then tell me, well, it's making news. Hey, what does A-Rod and Derek Jeter know? But Susan Waldman knows. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. And as Jira said, and they know it too. They know it too. They know it. They know what's going on. I'm not going to sit there and have one of you guys on one of my shows. For what? For what? For what? I'm not doing that shit. No way in hell. No way in hell. Here's Kike Hernandez, top of the 5th inning. Pitch is high, 1-0. It's been known. It's been known. I've always had Brian Hoke is one guy, got to give him credit. He's given me credit on a couple of things before in the past, so I respect that. And I've been able to have conversations with him at a normal level. So Brian Hoke, I don't completely, I don't dislike Brian. I don't dislike any of them. I just don't like that, as that's hitting the air to left field over everybody's head. Kike Hernandez will have a leadoff double here in the top of the 5th inning. So Dodgers trying to come at them again, and he does a little hip swinging weird shit that Dodgers like to do. But yeah, man, again, I'm not crucifying all the beat writers. I'm just saying I don't feel they do their job the right way. I don't feel they do their job the right way. That's all I'm going to say. Well, a lot of these younger kids that haven't watched a lot of baseball, they believe in analytics. It's a phenomenon in a way that's going on in baseball today. Is a lot of people don't want to attack the Yankees or want to defend them because they think I'll get a job with the Yankees. Oh, I'll be on the analytics side, or maybe the Yankees will hire me because I'm nice to them. That's how it is today, unfortunately, is that people are scared to talk the truth. I'm not. Never have been, never will be. I'm gonna say what it is. And trust me, there's a lot of stuff I could personally say of conversations I've had, but I'm not gonna do that. Put it like this, things would be a lot easier for NYYU if I kissed ass. Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? There's no doubt about that. Things would be a lot easier for me here at NYYU if I sat there and I kissed the Yankees' ass. No, guys, what are you? It'd be a lot. And we've been told, by the way, I'll just put it out there. I don't care. We've been told that directly. As the pitch is hit on the ground, the short field fires. Got him. And there's one away. We have been told that directly. If you guys went ahead and, kind of played the card, maybe there's a lot we could do together. Yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm good. Funny thing is, there's only 3 people that know this. Me, Francis, and Jira. They all were a part of these conversations. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I am not interested. As Ohtani is going to be walked. Wow, Ohtani's been struggling too. They're going to walk Ohtani here. First and second, 2 away from Mookie Betts. Brewers bullpen is active. Mookie 0 for 2 today. But my thing is, I always say too, if you want to work for the Yankees and kiss their ass, hey, that's your prerogative. Go ahead. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Enjoy yourself. As there's a call strike. I have no disrespect for anybody who does that. And a lot of these younger kids, man, they believe. They believe. Yeah, a lot of them also believe in the analytic stuff. They believe the Yankees don't do wrong. They believe Brian Cashman, is unbelievable. And as there's a call strike, 0-2. 0-2 here on Mookie Betts. And look, man, I've said before, I think Brian Cashman's a good GM. I do. I don't think Brian Cashman's one of the worst GMs. I hear people say that shit all the time. As that is hit on the ground, that could be 2. There's 1. Well, Pat Murphy pushing the right buttons. They get an inning double play. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Brewers coming up. Wow. Walk Ohtani, who's struggling to pitch to the red-hot Betts. And you get on the ground into a double play. Pat Murphy. That ain't the numbers, I'll tell you that much. That's a guy managing a game with gut. That's what that is, and feel. And it works out. Pete, remember last offseason I mentioned Acuna? Yep, I do remember that. And, the Acuna thing that I brought up was just maybe now's the time the Braves to look to do that, and maybe you'll have a lot of teams going crazy about it, but I don't expect any of that to happen. Cashman is a great GM, bald asshole manipulator through and great gaslighter. He's a great gaslighter. And again, look, I hear people say this is one of the worst GMs in baseball. No, he's not. No, he's not. Brian Cashman is not a bad general manager. What do I always say about Cashman? Cashman has his hands in too many places. Brian Cashman's problem, in my opinion, is he's worn out his welcome. We want something new. Does that mean that new is going to be better? Not necessarily. But I truly believe the Yankees just have to go in a different direction than what Brian Cashman is leading them. Doesn't mean he's bad. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. It doesn't mean he's bad. Doesn't mean that one bit. But, I feel they have to go in a different direction all over. And that's not just Brian Cashman. It's not just Brian Cashman. It's the entire organization. The analytic department needs an overhaul. All that stuff needs an overhaul. Sure, no doubt. He's a very old school manager. That is against analytics. Analytics would not tell you to do that. Analytics right there would not tell you to do something like that because the numbers for Mookie are way better. That's a gut move. Hey, I'm going to walk him because if Mookie hits it on the ground, we got a double play here. And it worked out. That's a that's a gutsy move right there by Pat Murphy, and it worked out. It worked out. Bottom 5 coming up. It'll be Terang, Vaughn, and Frelick coming up against Blake Snell. Nothing ball game. Hopefully I don't get stuck doing another 14-inning game. I love Pat Murphy from the beginning of this year when he talked about he had no excuse. The Yankees just beat the shit out of us. I loved it. I loved it, man. He doesn't he doesn't hold back, and I like that. I like a manager like that who doesn't hold back. A lot of anger from Yankee fans with Austin Wells. I'll be honest. I don't see it. I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with the complete and utter beatdown of Austin Wells. I really don't. I'm not saying that Wells is the greatest catcher in the world. I'm not saying that the Yankees, couldn't upgrade that position. They potentially could. But I'm not mad if Austin Wells is the Yankees catcher next year. I believe he needs a good right-handed hitting platoon partner, or backup catcher who's a veteran and knows what he's doing that could work with him even more. I think that's what he needs. That's what he needs, in my opinion. I don't dislike Austin. A lot of people dislike Austin Wells. I don't think he's the biggest problem on it. I think Volpe's a way bigger problem than Austin Wells is. Way bigger problem. The 1-2 is, he struck him out. Another strikeout for Blake Snell. Man, oh man, he's looking good today. Usually he got a lot of pitches too. Right now sitting at 61. Not bad. Not bad. I prefer Rice behind the plate. I don't like Wells at first base. No, I'd rather Austin Wells behind the plate. Austin Wells way better defensively than Ben Rice. I like Ben Rice at first base, believe it or not. Let me tell you guys why. As the 0-1 incoming to Vaughn is hit on the ground to short. That's going to be another quick out, 2 away. The reason I like Ben Rice at first base is he's athletic. Ben Rice is not a stiff. I actually believe Ben Rice could become a better than above average first baseman. He has the ability to learn that position and become a pretty solid player at first base. I really do believe that. He just needs to work on that, on the footwork, and the Yankees have guys that could do that. I'll give you one off the bat, Tina Martinez. Tina Martinez does a lot of work with the Yankees. Get him with Ben Rice and get that first base spot locked in. I like that a lot. I like him at first base for the future. As the pitch is lined up the middle, one hopper, Fields fires and got him. This game's flying. This game is flying. We will go to the top of the 6th. Brewers coming on up. Let me see. I saw X-Wing says, I don't know, Pete. That game against the Rays in the Bronx where he walked off the bases because he didn't know how many outs there were. It's pretty low IQ. That has nothing to do with his defense. X-Wing. That has nothing. I agree. There was some boneheaded plays by Austin Wells this year. There's no doubt about that. Maybe the Yankees got to do what Seattle does. Have the guy that holds the sign with the number of outs. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not do that? They're major leaguers, they should know. Okay, well, hey, if we could do that, why fucking not do it? Just to make sure there's never a mix-up. But defensively, he's a good catcher. He's not a bad catcher defensively. And look, he had 20 home runs. He had 20 homers. If this guy could hit 240, 235, 240 every year and pop you 20-plus homers and play a good defense, how do you not like that? How do you not like that, man? It's not a bad play. That's not the big part of your problems, in my opinion. Well, John Marcato, that's the reason why I want Okamoto. That's the reason I like Okamoto a lot from Japan, because he's a Gold Glover at first base. He's a Gold Glover at third base. And I think he's a guy that just makes everybody better. If you need late inning defense, he could come in for that at first base. At first base, if both of those guys, maybe one of those guys are really struggling, he could take over full time. But Okamoto's a guy that could play all over the diamond, and you could play him every day in a different position. He's that type of player. And again, man, the Yankees need somebody that is sound fundamentally, and anybody, it feels like, from that Samurai Japan team, those guys are all sound fundamentally, so I'd get him over here. Would I get Gary as a backup for Wells? No way in hell. No way in hell. Yeah, Gavin, I find it very hard to believe that Ben Rice will become Greg Bird. Look, just based off the player that I see, it's very, very different than Greg Bird. Greg Bird had a very long swing. He had a very long swing as a left-hander. Ben Rice is extremely compact. The guy could turn on 97 and hit it 110 miles an hour to right field. Completely different profile. Way different profile. I think Ben Rice it would shock me if Ben Rice ever becomes a below-average player. A hitter, at least. Hitter-wise, Ben Rice, to me, I legitimately think is the real deal. I think he's the real deal. And by the way, this is a guy who didn't believe in Ben Rice at the end of last year. I think he's the real deal. As the count is 1-0 here to Teoscar Hernandez, Chad Patrick. Now in the pitch, right-hander. 3.53 in the regular season. Nothing ball game. This one is popped up to left field and short. And catch is made. There is one away. What do you think about Munetaka Murakami? He's younger than Nakamoto. Yeah, I'm a worried fan of Murakami, is the way I put it. I see some people say, Pete, just put him at third base. He is horrible. Horrible at third base. He's not great at first base either, but he's better at first base. Murakami's a guy that has all the potential in the world. The problem with Murakami is you're going to have to pay to find out. And you're going to have to pay a lot of money to find out what he's going to be. That's my concern. And if you get locked in with a guy that could pop, your 30, 40 homers, but strike out over 200 times, that's worrisome. He has a great eye. He walks a lot. He does. Let me put it like this. Murakami's one of those guys that wouldn't shock me either way. He could be great. He could be horrible. Wouldn't shock me either way. He got unbelievable power. His power is stupid. But for this club, he worries me, man. Now, look, if you put him in front of Judge and Judge protects him, that sounds very sexy. But then you could also just say that, do I go with the sure bet and maybe I get Tucker instead? I don't know. Those are the questions you got to ask. For what it's worth, I don't know. And Luke, that's my concern, man. As the 3-1 to Freeman is in there, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 6th, nothing game. That's my overall concern. That's why I like Bo Bichette. I'm going to keep saying Bo Bronx. Bo Bronx. Will the Yankees do it? I don't know. I would. This one is hitting the air deep right field. Going back. Still back. Oh! Freddie Freeman puts the Dodgers on the board with a solo homer to right field. And the Dodgers up 1-0 in this game 1. Top of the 6th. Freddie Freeman getting the scoring started. Took a long time. But just like that, 1-0 Dodgers lead. Philo, you know why? The Yankees love that because analytics loves that. Analytics love impact. They don't care about contact. Who can really impact the most? But if you got all those guys, you end up on a team that's not that great. And let me put it like this when it comes to Okamoto and Murakami. Murakami has way higher potential. Way higher potential. It's just, do you want to take the risk? As that's fouled away, but Murakami's potential is through the roof. I mean, he could be one of the premier players in baseball. He got that level of talent. And who knows? Maybe he comes to America and he's dialed in, locked in, and ready to go and dominate. He's that type of player. But yeah, there's concern. There's definitely concern there. As the 0-2 is in the dirt to Will Smith, 1-2. Jake, I think Jazz is very well capable of constantly hitting 30-plus homers. He has that type of swing. Volpe, on the other hand, no. Yeah, Volpe, on the other hand, no. Volpe's not a home run guy. Jazz is. But Jazz is, he could do it all. Hit in the air to center field. And there's a base hit, a little blooper. Blooper for Will Smith, so a runner on first base now, one away. Alexander Gordon, yeah, man, but at this point now, if it's me, I pulled the plug on that. I pulled the plug on that deal. You can't continue to pass on really good shortstops. You just can't. You passed on all the shortstops that were out there. You're going to do it again with Bo because of Opie. I mean, and I don't give a poot if anybody says, well, we got Lombard coming up. Okay. And if he's that good, he'll find a fucking spot. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm sick of hearing this stuff. Well, we got him, so leave everybody alone. No, that's not how you play winning baseball. That's not how you play winning baseball. If George Lombard is that good, he will find a spot. You can let Jazz walk. You got third base open potential. He will find a spot. You don't sit there and clear space and go, I'm going to pass on everybody because we got a prospect. You did that with Volpe already. Don't do it again. That's it. Tired of hearing about it. Can't keep doing that and expect to win. Expect to have a great roster. It's never going to happen. That pitch is inside. And the count is 1-0. Capone, or maybe he's a third baseman. You know, a lot of people think George Lombard could very well play third base. So he's played a lot of some second base this year. If he's that good, he's going to find a spot. It's all that matters. It's all that matters. This one is fouled away from Tommy Edman, 1-1. No, Lombard struggled at AA, but he deserves his time to develop like anybody else does. He deserves his time to develop. That's in the dirt. And the count is 2-1 to Tommy Edman. Dodgers lead 1-0. Top of the sixth. Fun little ball game today. Good pitching so far. Blake Snell has been amazing. Blake Snell has been amazing. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. 2-2. Three and two on Edman. One out, runner at first base. Smack that like, hit that sub here, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please? Pete, do you know how much money they got coming off the books by chance? I think it's like, damn, man, you put me on the spot, but I think it's like 40, 50 million, isn't it? It's a pretty decent chunk. It's a pretty decent chunk. I'll tell you what, it's a pretty decent chunk. No doubt about it. 3-2 incoming to Tommy Edman. The pitch. Runner goes. And he walked him. First and second for the Dodgers. One away, and the bat is going to be Max Muncy. Is it more than that? It might be around 80 million. I know it's a lot of money. Yeah, I know it's a lot of money. They got a lot of money coming off the books. $60 million, says Cyber. Yeah, I knew it was something around that. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. So first and second, they'll make a pitching change here as Muncy's going to be the batter. We'll wait. First and second, Dodgers up 1-0, threatening more here. One away, top of the sixth. Alexander, I wouldn't mind Tucker at all if Tucker actually happened, but I'm very, very doubtful that's going to actually happen. And there's more coming off next year. And this is why, a lot of people got mad at me and Francis, and we said it last year. If you guys remember, if you're going to splurge now. If you're going to go out, this was last offseason, if you guys remember this. This was last offseason when the Yankees didn't re-sign Soto. We said, if you're going to go out there and splurge now because you got a lot of money coming off the books. And the Yankees decided not to do that. Lombard's last 20 games, 8 home runs and a .332 on base percentage. Yeah, I mean, got to put it together, right? Got to put it together. He's learning. He's figuring out AA a lot quicker than Spencer Jones did, it feels like. So we'll see how he does at AA this coming year. He'll probably restart there again, I'm assuming. Well, he will start there. Alexander Bichette makes all the sense in the world, man. And look, does that mean? And again, I'm not saying that this is the perfect player, right? There's concern about a little bit of defense there in the range when it comes to Bichette, but that's why you got McMahon. You got McMahon because McMahon has great range. Jazz got great range, especially Jazz has really good range going to his right. Got great range going to his right. And there you go. If defense is what concerns you about Bo Bichette, then he's the perfect fit for the Yankees now. Now he's the perfect fit. That's why you go do it. I'm telling you guys right fucking now. I am telling you right now. 1A is Bo Bichette. He's your biggest upgrade by far of your team. Biggest upgrade by far. As a call strike, he's the biggest upgrade you could do. That is just money. Money. Peter, you're excited for the WBC? I love the WBC. And you still got Jose Caballero. Come on. Come on. It's crazy not to consider it. As a swing and a miss. Can you imagine you got Bo Bichette who puts the ball in play? Contact. You get Jason Dominguez to start in left field, work on his damn defense the whole time. The bat is too valuable. Speed, puts the ball in play, power, does it all. Jazz does all that also. Power, speed, all that. This one is hitting the air to left field, not deep. And a little collision, but the catch is made 2 away. You sign a guy like Okamoto. First base, third base, good defense all across. You immediately improve that club. The pitching staff's already there. And then you figure out who's in center field. I don't know. We don't know who's going to be available via trade. But that's the other side of the coin there. The Yankees can trade for anybody. Who's ever available, you could trade for anybody. Sure, exactly. Exactly right. Nobody's going to care about his defense if he's hitting over 300 and having a great year. Alexander, what I said about McMahon towards the end of the year is what I really feel about him. I'll tell you what it is here. As the 0-1 is a call strike 0-2. Ryan McMahon and the Yankees should take note of what Kevin Long used to do with a lot of the Yankee lefties, the Cano training segment he used to do. Soft toss, but he used to soft toss it hard in on the hands. I want to see you pull the ball out of Yankee Stadium. Pull the ball out of Yankee Stadium. Ryan McMahon needs to be quicker on the inside. Be a all-pull hitter as a Yankee. Forget that bullshit of bloopers to left. Forget all that. You get the inside pitch, you don't miss it. That's what he has to do. Exactly what Kevin Long did with those other guys. Ryan McMahon's defense is so good that give us a little something there. But the most production you can get is by being that dead pull hitter at Yankee Stadium. Be a way better player. Be a way better player. Phantom, I love Miguel Andujar. I'm not bringing Miguel Andujar back. There's too many defensive problems there with Miguel Andujar. And I like the player a lot, but I'm not bringing Miguel Andujar back here. You could do better upgrades than that. 1-2. And did he go? Yes, he did. Hey, struck him out. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. He got a 1-0 ball game. We got a 1-0 ball game. No, I don't want that type of reunion, man. I don't want that type of reunion. Not at all. And I'm a big fan of Miguel Andujar. Let him stay away from the Yankees and keep getting his career where it used to be, because he had a great year this season. So good for him. Let him. I think he should stay with Cincinnati, to be honest. Stay with Tito Francona. He did a great job with Cincinnati. Stay with that club. Stay with them. They're building. Maybe they give him a nice contract and let him be a regular there. I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, his bat has always been good when he's on the field, but I don't think that's one of the names that you look at for the Yankees in Miguel Andujar. Again, like the player, but that ain't the route to go. One of the main things the Yankees could do this offseason to improve is get Jason Dominguez right. Get him right. Get the routes better for this kid. And, you know, the sad thing is, me and Francis were talking about this the other day. If he wasn't on the Yankees, I almost wouldn't even be concerned. I just feel the Yankees are so friggin' lost. I really do. I think as an organization, they're so screwed up in the head that I don't think they can make anybody better. I don't think they can fully make somebody better defensively. I really don't. I really don't. They got to go out there and get somebody that can help them in that regard, help him in that regard. Again, great speed. There's no reason he should be bad in left field. There's no reason that Jason Dominguez should be an average left fielder. Zero. You just got to work with him, man. He's too talented not to work with and not to put a major focus on. You need him in there. You need him in there, man. When this kid's in the lineup, you can see the ability. Yeah, you know, would everybody have wanted to see a much better year? Of course. It's also not his fault that Trent Grisham had a career year. It's not his fault that Bellinger had a great year. They kind of took away his playing time, and we understand that. But he's a kid. You got to get him in this lineup all the time. Got to get him in the lineup all the time, and you have to get him right. It's your job. It's part of your job. Got to get him right in the outfield. Bottom 6 coming on up. Caleb Durbin, Isaac Collins, and Joey Ortiz, 7, 8, and 9. Chocolate says he ruined his old man's legacy. He didn't ruin George's legacy. George's legacy still exists. What he's ruining is the name of the New York Yankees. He's ruining the name and the reputation of the New York Yankees. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. The funny thing was, one of Dominguez's best stretches this year is when the Yankees let him be the leadoff hitter. They did it for like 4 games in a row or 5 games, and I think they were like 4-1. And Dominguez was hitting over 300, and then they just ended it. They just ended it, and that was it. They stopped it. They said, not going to do it. No way, we're not going to let this happen. And then he barely played again. It's weird. It's very weird. The 0-2 is outside to Durbin. Durbin has the only hit so far for the Brewers. Bottom of the 6th. Caleb 1 for 1 the pitch. Hey, you struck him out. 1 away. Blake Snell absolutely dominating. 7th K to ball game for Snell. Only 69 pitches. Typically not the way Blake Snell operates. Typically at this point in the 6th inning, he's in the 90s. Usually throws a lot of pitches. He's attacking a lot today. And there's another call strike. 0-1 on Isaac Collins. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Lord have mercy. 71 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th for Blake Snell. Cruising. Absolutely cruising. Chris, if you watch our episode of Designated Spitters, towards the end of the show, we talk about Ronald Acuna Jr. as just a... Hey, struck him out, 2 away. As just a fun scenario possibility. We talked about Acuna Jr. On that show. So if you want to go back and watch that segment, go ahead and do it. But it was certainly a lot of fun to have that conversation. Let me throw something at you. Pete, Schmidt, and Hill to the pen next year. You know, look, I think Clark is a guy that actually, believe it or not, I think there's a chance. It could be probably, I don't want to say that. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he'll get non-tendered, Clark Schmidt, but I think he has a very good chance of being signed and traded, but he could be non-tendered because he's going to miss a lot of time. So there is the possibility the Yankees say we're just going to cut ties here. Clark's going to miss a lot of time. He has to get surgery again, so he's going to miss quite a bit of time. Louis Heel, in my opinion, you just got to get him right. I mean, get him to be the guy he was. There was glimpses of it this year, but he's coming back from an injury. So, got to figure it out with these guys. Philo says Dominguez batting first this year, 303, 361, 515. Give him a little bit of protection and, I don't know. I'm not running the Yankees, man. I wish I could just sit down and say, hey, man, what is it that you guys are seeing that you don't let this kid lead off? Like, what is it? But I haven't had that opportunity. Hit on the ground at third base. Fires over. Got him. That'll end the inning. But I will tell you guys this. You guys remember what I told you? It was one of my trips. I came back from New York, and I told you guys I had a conversation with people that, well, I can't really say the names, but they're involved with the Yankees directly. And I asked them, this is a true story. Jiro was there. Francis was there. We were all there. I asked them point blank, why is Dominguez not playing that much, right? And they came out with whatever little excuses. We believe he will. And okay. Then I asked them this question, right? I said, can we discuss who are the top 5 to 6 most dynamic players overall on the Yankees? Do you know each one of them had Dominguez in their top 5? It's a true story. Each one of them had Jason Dominguez in their top 5. And then I came back again and I said, so why isn't he out there just about every day? Or why does it feel like you guys are not pushing this kid to be out there all the time or working with him enough to get him to a point? Everybody sat there and said, Jazz, Judge, all the players you would expect that are extremely dynamic, right? And they all had Jason Dominguez in there. And I'm sitting there looking around like, Lord have mercy. Like, why would you not have him there? How is he not there? They had him there. But the excuses are always, it's the defense. It's Trent Grisham. It's your mother's ass. It's your sister's tit. All right, well, 2 of those guys are free agents. Let's see what you guys do now. I told them point blank, I think he's going to be traded. You don't know that. Oh, I bet your ass he's probably going to be. We'll see. Because it seems like you guys don't like him too much. So we'll see what happens. But I hope he's not traded. I really hope the Yankees unleash him and they go, look, man, let's work you out a ton in the outfield. Get him to play winter ball. Let him stay in left field and winter ball every single day. Let him get as much as he can. And that's it, man. And that's it. And we'll go from there. Well, Diane, if you didn't know, this is a Yankee channel, Diane, so I'm going to talk about the Yankees. I have no interest in this game. Diane, I'll call the game, but I don't have interest in talking about these two teams, to be quite honest with you. So if you don't like it, you don't have to be here, to be quite honest with you. But they protect Golden Boy. They love Volpe. They love Anthony Volpe. They love him. He should have played winter ball last year, and he should play winter ball this year. There's no doubt about that. He 100% needs to be playing winter ball. If he's not, it's a major miss on the Yankees. He needs to be playing winter ball. No question about it. JP Yankee fan, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? All right, number 9 hitter coming up here for the Dodgers, leading 1-0. Freddie Freeman home run, the difference in his game. 0-1 is in there, little Bob Ross.
Happy painting. God bless.
Little Bob Ross. Do you see the Yankees letting go of Austin Wells? No. No way. No way. I think Austin Wells is going to be the starting cat. And he should be. He should be. He should be. As the count is now 1-2. 1-2. It'll be 9-1-2. Pajes, Ohtani, and Mookie Betts. Nobody really talked. You don't hear MLB Network talking about how bad Ohtani's been in the postseason. Nobody wants to talk about that, though, right? It was also bad last year against the Yankees in the World Series, but nobody wants to talk about Shohei. Can't talk about Shohei struggling, can you? 1-2 here on Pajes. Pitch is inside. Yes. Philo, I've heard that a little bit too. I just have not seen no confirmation that he will play for them. I haven't seen any like full-time confirmation or a release. Typically, you know those teams, they talk about that shit. Like with a big star like that, still considered a big star, major leaguer for the Yankees, is playing for one of their clubs. They typically release that fairly quickly, but haven't seen that at all. I haven't seen that. 2-2. There you see pitching coach of the Dodgers, Mark Prior. Man, oh man, some of you guys may have never seen that man throw a baseball. Let me tell you. That's hit up the middle. Ooh, 2-bouncer. The second base. Fields fires, got him. 1 away. How to bring up Ohtani. Mark Prior, man. You talk about somebody, if he never got injured, what a career he could have had. Mark Prior was lights out. Lights out and nasty. Fun fact, got signed by the Yankees. Got signed by the Yankees, a minor league deal. Mark Prior and Kerry Wood, real ones, both have a connection to the Yankees. Kerry Wood was phenomenal coming out of the bullpen for the Yankees. The Yankees also signed Mark Prior towards the end of his career in a minor league deal. As that one is low, but Mark Prior was, exceptional. Just unfortunately, man, injuries occur. I'm happy he's made a career in baseball, though. Still made a career here, being seems like a very good pitching coach, as that is low 2-0 on Ohtani. Shohei now hitting 143. 143 in the postseason. Roy, what's up, brother? Hit on the ground to first base. 2 away. Ohtani retired yet again. 2 outs. Kerry Wood played for the Yankees? Yes. Are you that? Yeah. Oh, no more. He might be pretty young then, brother. Yes, indeed he did. Yes, indeed he did. He was very good. He was exceptionally good for the Yankees. Kerry Wood was awesome. He was awesome coming out of the bullpen for the New York Yankees. Yep. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. This one hit in the air to center field. And the catch is made. That shall end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. I'll be right back with you guys. Smack that like. Hit that subby. Be right back, baby. Hey. Got a plug for you guys real quickly. You know we are always excited to call Yankee games here on GameSZN Live, but we are also always excited to attend Yankee games in person, which is why I want to give the official sponsor of GameSZN Live, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. Right now, you can get tickets to Yankee games, MLB games, concerts, and so much more. And with SeatGeek being MLB's official ticket marketplace, your tickets are fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled to your cart once you purchase. The app and the website are also really phenomenal and very, very easy to use. You know I got the Yankees already pre-filled. Let's say I want to go see some San Diego Padres action against the Yankees. You know, a little Fernando Tatis action. You got it right there, baby. Look at this. You go, I don't know what side I want to be on. Who the hell knows? Let me go ahead and click. I like section, what is this? 223. Okay. You can choose where you want. You can choose the tickets you want, the seats you want. It gives you a beautiful look at what's going on in the world today. You have to absolutely love how easy this is to use. And you know, here at the U, we came through for you. You can go ahead and get $20 off your first purchase with promo code UNDERGROUND. Again, that is $20 off your first purchase with promo code UNDERGROUND. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. No, that's my seat, geek. Back to GameSZN Live, baby. Let's go Yankees. Alrighty then, folks. We are back in business with no bang because the Yankees aren't in, but bottom of the seventh inning. Jackson Chourio, Christian Yelich, William Contreras coming on up. Blake Snell has been unbelievable. Difference in this game, a solo home run by Freddie Freeman. Other than that, been all Blake Snell, really. It's been all Blake Snell. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me today. It's always, I'll be honest with you, man, it's always tough calling other teams. It's not easy. Really isn't. Obviously, last year we were nice to call the whole postseason because the Yankees went to the World Series, but here we are. First pitch is low, 1-0. And I love that the Brewers fans are on their feet here. They understand what's going on. This is your top of your order up right now. They have to get the Blake Snell. 1-0 ball game. Final few innings here. That's fouled away by Chourio, 1-1. Damn, Alex is coming home from a defeat in softball today. Never fun. Maybe you'll be Team Pete this year, Alex. In the, yeah, maybe you'll be on Team Pete this year. Who knows? You know, Big Trouble Mafia, that's one of the main reasons why I'm okay with calling these other games, is because I know I'm not going to rip my hair out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to rip my hair out. No, nobody cheated. Nobody cheated, Jerry. You know that. Swing and a miss. Hey, struck him out, man. Blake Snell. Blake Snell with strikeout number 9. My goodness, this man has been absolutely filthy. He has been filthy. The real JT, I believe that says, if all the Yankees did as there's a call strike 0-1. If all they did was bring back Bellinger, they're dog shit. They would be absolutely dog shit. Nah, you don't want that. As the 0-1 is low. 1-1. 1-1 here on Christian Yelich. As the 1-1 incoming from Snell, the pitch is outside, 2-1. Brewers need something to try to get Blake Snell to, have them respect him a little bit here. I mean, they're doing nothing against Snell, who's absolutely dominating, as the 2-1 clips the corner, man. That is nasty. That is a stupid curveball. And the count is 2-2. 2-2 incoming to Christian Yelich, who's 0 for 2 today with 2 Ks. Got him against the wall here. Can he get strikeout number 10? Low. Count is now 3-2. 1-0 ball game. Tight game. Brewers pitching has done a good job too. Brewers are going to have to play something at some point. They got to get hits. Hit on the ground a second. Fields fires. Got him. 2 away. He's a smooth operator. Pete, I'm watching the Mariners dominate the Blue Jays and asking myself why the Yankees couldn't do that, because the Blue Jays showed up. They wanted to beat the Yankees. That's all they wanted to do. We had to beat those Yankees for once. And they did. And a lot of people, by the way, I got to shout out my brother Francis Lee. Francis predicted it. He said, look, it wouldn't shock me one bit if they don't hit at all against the Mariners. And so far, he's correct. They blew their load, ayo, so to say, against the Yankees. 0-1 here on William Contreras. 0-1. 0-1. Low. And the count is 1-1. One and 1. 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom 7. Snell is at 90 pitches now. Typically, he's at 90 or so pitches in like the 5th inning. So he just absolutely went after these guys today, as the 2-1 to Contreras is hit on the ground to third. Fields fires, got him. We'll go to the top of the 8th. 1-0. Dodgers lead. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Dodgers, including Freddie Freeman, who's the difference in this game. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, 1 second, guys. Let me see something here. Let me see something here. Whoops. Okay. Oh, I gotta take that on 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. Bottoms, top of the 8th, coming on up. Teoscar, Freeman, and Will Smith. Willie Smith, folks. Willie Smith. That's the guy, Willie Smith. Where is this thing? Hold on one second, guys. I got to edit something here. Where is that at? Where is that at? No. What? Who's ready for the Dodgers bullpen meltdown? It'll be interesting to see. You don't remember Kerry Wood pitching in 2010? Okay, he did. He definitely did. As there's a call strike. 0-1 on Teoscar Hernandez. Trevor McGill in the pitch. Trevor McGill. As the pitch is outside. So for the Brewers right now, you just got to put up a 0. Cannot allow the Dodgers to score anymore. If they do, you could probably, put this one away. You could easily put this one away. That's a fly out the right field, 1 away. So quick out of Teoscar Hernandez. Oh, they need a rally, all right. They need a rally, all right. Here is Freddie Freeman, who's the difference in this game. Solo home run in the top of the 6th inning is the difference. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Thank you to the new subbies. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Pete, just checking in. Can't wait until March 25th, 2026. Freeman is a beast. Appreciate you. Joseph Papa Jr. Appreciate you, man. 1-1. There's Roki Sasaki getting ready. Man, he's been dynamic for the Dodgers out of the bullpen, man. What a major help he's going to be. 1-1 is fouled away. Count is now 1-2. Big rip there by Freeman. Big rip there by Freeman. I get PTSD when I see Freeman. I tell you what. This one is hitting the air to right field down the line. Going back. I don't know what camera angle that was. It's off the wall and Freeman's going to have a double. I don't know what the hell kind of camera angle that was by TNT. I think this is TNT. I don't know what the shit that was. I thought it might have been going out, then they cut away to the crowd and you couldn't see nothing. But just like that, runner at second base with 1 away. Such a damn good hitter is Freddie Freeman. My goodness. My goodness. What a good hitter. That Freddie Freeman is something else, damn it. He is something else. He is something else. So Dodgers are threatening here in the top of the 8th. Brewers got 6 outs to work with. Can't allow anything else here. Pitch from McGill to Will Smith. Fouled away. Big rip. Big rip. That's a big rip. Smooth Operator says, chances Cashman can pull off Acuna this offseason. As that is popped up, is it going to stay in play? It will not. 0-2. If I tell you what, if the Braves make him available, let me tell you something about Ronald Acuna, folks. I know he's always injured. He's the type of player you take the chance on. He's also not getting paid anything. He's getting paid, I think he got two $17 million options. You basically have him for 3 years. I'm sorry, you guys may disagree with me. I take the fucking risk. If he's horribly bad because he's injured all the time, you could simply just say, I'm not buying. I'm going to opt out of the contract and do a buyout. If the Braves were to say we're going to move him, he is way too talented. Way too talented to move on from you. Everybody, in my opinion, becomes available. You got to take the risk. It's too good of a risk. Hit in the air to right field. Going back. Makes the catch on the track. Tagging up as Freeman 2 away. Steelio, what's up, my brother? Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what. We got over 300 in the chat, guys. Smack that like, hit that subby, and join to you.
We would be honored if you would join us.
You bet your ass. Remember last year? Last year, we were watching the Yankees make a run. This year, the Yankees are on the run to Cancun. Smooth Operator says the Braves asked for Cammy Schlitties. Would you do it? Brother, I'd have a conversation about everybody for that level of talent, but I'd have a conversation about everybody. Doesn't mean that. Depends on what else is being asked. You know, you gotta also know what is asked. You know what I mean? What is out there? What other type of deals could be made? You can't just simply say for Cam. Well, Cam and who? You know what I mean? This guy and who? I don't know what the deal would look like. I'm just saying that you'd have to have the conversation. Fouled away. And the count is 1-2. No, I think you would easily go ahead and just put him in left field. I think you just put him in left field, and then you figure out who your center fielder is, because Jason Dominguez would probably have to go in that deal. I mean, if I'm the Braves, that's who I want. That's fouled away again. Count remains 1-2. Hear me out, Pete. Michael King reunion. I love Michael King. Now, Alexander Gordon, here's the only thing I'm going to ask you. Here's what I would say to Michael King. Do you have to pay all that money for another starter? That's the only thing I would say. Now, if you say I would, I don't disagree. I don't disagree one bit. All I'm saying is I personally wouldn't look at the rotation adding money. I think the Yankees got a really good rotation, and they got a lot of young guys in the system that are right there. So their depth is also pretty good. I love Michael King. If there's Yankee fans out there that's like, I love Michael King, I want to sign him, I don't disrespect that at all. I mean, go for it. I personally would pass in that regard. 1-2. Kiss Brian says, it looks like the Blue Jays will be swept. That is what happens when you beat the New York Yankees. Well, I think that's what happens when you want to beat the Yankees so badly you forget about everything else. And that ball just misses. He did not go 2-2 here on Tommy Edman. Hear me out. Roxanne Perez and Stephanie for Cam Schlitt. How many nights? Steals. How many nights go along with that? As the pitch is fouled away, and the count remains 2-2. 2-2. 1-0 Dodgers lead. They are a base hit away from adding to that lead. 2-2 from McGill. The pitch. They struck him out. Out of the inning, bottom of the 8th, coming on up. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's going to be an extension, all right. How about Hallen Boone for King? Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Bottom of the 8th, Terang, Vaughn, and Frelick coming on up. Only way I trade Schlittler is if Skubal forces his way out. There were some rumors about it. I forgot what writer talked about it. It might have been, I don't want to say it was Ken Rosenthal if it wasn't, but somebody did say that the Tigers may look to trade Skubal. So again, that's why when me and Francis did the show on Sunday, yesterday, we also said, look, we're going to talk mainly about free agents because we have no idea who's going to be available. It's way too early. We don't know what players are actually going to be out there. We don't know what deals are going to be made. We have no clue of any of that. A lot could happen in the trade deadline or just trades in general. The one thing I will say, the Yankees can trade, by the way, for anybody. The Yankees are in a position that if there's a big player out there, they could trade for those players. That's the position that the Yankees are in. Thankfully, they're in that position now where they can make a deal for just about anybody. That's a good position to be in. And that's where they are. Keep Judge? Yeah, I don't think we should get rid of Judge. I don't think Aaron Judge should be moved. Breaking news. I believe the Yankees should keep Aaron Judge. Okay? Pete, if the Yanks want real change as they are driven by analytics, Fishman for unemployment, along with the whole department to replace them all. Yes, I could totally get behind that. Fishman is a major, major problem for the New York. And on top of that, too, I hate being this guy. He's the most nerdy fucking looking dude you'll ever see. He is like the super stereotype of the ultimate nerd. He really is. He's like a lot of these kids on Twitter. He's probably some of those accounts on Twitter that just hate everybody who, doesn't like that shit. But Michael Fishman, he just looks like the biggest fucking nerd of all time, man. Get this guy out of here, please. To even say that's Brian Cashman's right-hand man is disgusting. That would never be my right-hand man, I'll tell you that. Never in hell. I need wartime generals, damn it. That's what I want. As the 1-1 is in the dirt, Snell is still out there, by the way. 94 pitches. Yankees would have removed them here for Luke Weaver. Smack that like, hit that subby, folks. He got the job by winning fantasy baseball leagues. That's a true story. Hit on the ground to first base. Fields takes it himself. 1 away, 5 outs to go for the Brewers, and they lose. 5 outs to go for the Milwaukee Brewers. They got to get something going ASAP. ASAP. Please, no more Weaver nightmares. Nope. Tell him to see you later. Joseph says Juan Soto will opt out after a few years. Here's the problem. He can opt out all he wants, but the Mets have the chance to keep him if they extend that contract. So, by the way, I believe that was a very, very poor play by Scott Boras. I think that was a very poor play by Scott Boras. Hit on the ground to third base. 2 away. Blake Snell is Blake Snell has been so good this game as Roki Sasaki is warming up, but he has been so good this game. You almost can't consider taking him out. He has to go. If he gets a quick out here, he has to come out for the 9th. Can't take him out of this game. He has been unbelievable. Joseph, no problem, man. But I look, when it comes to that, that's the one thing I disagree with Boris, because I even said, even if it's the 4th year, when he's 30 years old, you should ask for an opt-out. I mean, I'd want a guaranteed opt-out based on my player could do that. And they didn't really give him that for the Mets. The Mets have the opportunity just to keep him. I think they got to add like $4 more million to his deal a year or something. It's like 40-something million overall. A flick of the wrist for a guy like Steve Cohen. An absolute flick of the wrist. That ain't gonna hurt his pockets none, I'll tell you that much. That ain't gonna hurt his pockets none. Not at all, folks. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. 1 and 2 here on Free Lick. Pitch in the dirt. 2-2. The real JT, that's not true. A lot of people do not know the full story about the situation that happened there. That's not truly the case. That's not truly the case. A lot of people believe it was all about money. It wasn't about money. It was not about money. It was a little more complicated than just that. He was going to get paid either way. Juan Soto was going to be the biggest contract no matter what. Mets, Yankees. There was actually other teams involved, up to over $600 million. Hey, struck him out. Lord have mercy. Ain't no way you take out Blake Snell. 8 innings of shutout baseball, 10 Ks. Wow. 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 Go to the top of the 9th. Dodgers coming on up. Yeah, I cannot take him out of this game. No way in hell. No way in hell do I take him out of this game. Unbelievable job. Unbelievable outing. I mean, he has the Brewers got 1 hit. 1 hit this game. He's throwing a 1-hitter. A 1-hit shutout in the postseason. Now, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. No, I can't take him out for Roki either. He's too good. No way you take him out of this game. You can't. Chandler, what's up, man? Yeah, there's no way you take him out of this game, man. Let him keep going. Do we see 1-1 after 9? Guy? I hope not. I hate saying that, but I don't want to get stuck doing 14 innings again, man. I don't want that to happen. Not today, man. Not today. I got an early morning tomorrow, so I'd rather call it a night very early if I can. If I could get that lucky, I like to call it a night pretty early today. All right, Muncie, Kike, and Andy Paez coming on up, top 9. Did you do the 15 innings of the other game? I did. I did every single inning in that game. I was live for about 5 hours that day, yes. P, would you take a contract as Yankee manager of X? No. No. I'm not qualified to do that, so no. I would not. I would not. Top of the 9th, coming on up. Top of the 9th, coming on up. What about GM? I don't feel I'm qualified for that either. I would love to be an advisor. I would love to just, if I could have a job with the Yankees, I would just like to be a part of the conversations of building the roster and, you know, what do we need? What do we have? Things of that nature. But I would love to have that type of role. Just like an advisor type role of players, roster construction, prospects. That would be fun. That would be fun. Crackle Nuts, you son of a bitch. What are you doing here, Crackle? Well, here we go. They brought Uribe in. So the Brewers go to Uribe here because they got to keep this a 1-0 game. I don't blame them. Oh, pretty smart idea here. You got to keep it 1-0. It is the bottom of the 9th. Remember, guys, if the Brewers were to win this game, it would be via the walk-off. That's the only way they can win it. Yes, I did see the 49ers lose, Crack, okay? Fred Warner's out. We're always getting injured. It's a regular 49er bullshit. Injury after injury after injury. 1-1 is low, 2-1. That's why I'd want to do the roll, because I would love to argue with these dumbass nerds. I would love to rip up spreadsheets in front of their faces. That's what I would like to do. I love to get a calculator and just bash it in on the ground and see them cry about it. That's what I would love to do. I love to get a whole pack of spreadsheets and just light them on fire and laugh at them. That's what I'd want to do. That's what I'd want to do. As the 3-1, as a call strike, 3-2. Oh, I tell you what, 3-2 here from Uribe to Max Muncy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Alexander Gordon, I'd be the worst. I would be the worst manager in the world because I'd never be on the field. I'd be aggravated every day. Do I bring Snell back out? Yes.
Yes.
But yes. I bring him back out, definitely. Definitely. 3-2 from Uribe. He walked him. Had to go heat against Muncy there. Muncy's not going to chase. Muncy is not going to chase. Muncy is not going to chase. Not at all. Not at all. I had to bring up Kike Hernandez. Dodgers would desperately love to put up a run here. Yes, follow us on Instagram, folks. Let's get it, baby. Follow us on Instagram. We are closing in on our goal of 10,000 followers. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're not there yet, but we are getting very, very, very close. Give us a little follow, folks. Why not? Shows a bunt. Goes around. So the count is now 0-2 on Kike Hernandez. Top of the 9th. Top of the 9th. 1-0 Dodgers. The 0-2. Line. There's a base hit the right field. And this is exactly what the Dodgers needed. It is going to be first and second, nobody out. You got to assume Andy Pages will come up here, lay down a bunt. Brewers would then likely walk Ohtani to face Mookie Betts with the bases loaded. Let's see if that's going to happen. Huge. Pete, would you rather fight a shark in the middle of the Pacific or fight two hyenas with one arm tied behind your back? The shark in the Pacific. Two hyenas that are trying to kill you would be horribly bad. They'd rip you to pieces in seconds. Hyenas got one of the strongest bites in the planet. I think actually, believe it or not, I think they have the strongest bite besides for an alligator or a crocodile. I think they have the strongest bite force in the world. They'll break your one arm. You won't stand a shot. The shark, you might stand a chance. You might be able to hit the nose or poke the eye out or something and get him off you, get him away from you. But the hyenas, you stand no chance. You stand no shot against the hyena. You're dead. One arm behind your back, you got no shot. You got no shot. I know about animals, guys. I love animals. Pitch is, has a good bunt. Goes to first base. Got him. He was thinking about third, but would have been way too close. So second and third now, one away. See how good? Fundamental baseball. Got it. Go ahead and pop. Lay a bunt down. Very easy. You think it will be easy, but for some teams it's tough. Where are you, Hal? You see this shit? Where's Hal? Don't fucking get me hot. I want to see Hal, damn it. They laid down bunts. Second and third. One out. Where's the Yankees, Hal? And where are you? The pitch, Hal! The pitch! Had to get me hot. High. Had to get me hot for nothing.
Give me something for the pain and let me die.
Pitch. High and inside 2-0. Look at this. Uribe coming in here, can't throw strikes, giving up hits. Oh, he wants to give the game to the Dodgers. Send Jack Bauer to find Hal, give him 24 out. That should be the new show. That should be the new show, 24, Finding Hal. 2-0 incoming. 3-0, look at this. Uribe is about to blow this game wide open. He is serving the W up on a silver platter here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 3-0 to Mookie. As a strike, 3-1. 3-1. If the Brewers lose this game, you probably could just blame Hal. Why not? I don't know where Hal is, folks. I got no idea. Pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Foul. The count is now 3-2. Bases juice, man. If Uribe could find a way to get out of this, Lord have mercy. What a job. What a job. Here it is. The 3-2. And he walked them. It'll be 2-0 Dodgers. Bases stay loaded. Uribe does not get his guy. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Pete, what's worse? You pour a bowl of cereal and no milk, or you make brownies but you burn them. Let me tell you something. Some of those burnt parts on the brownies taste pretty damn good. I'm going to have to go, because you still got milk in that scenario. I'm going to go, it's worse for the cereal. It's worse for the cereal. I think it's worse for the cereal, to be honest. Burnt brownie could taste good. As the pitch is high, and the count is 1-0. Alex Call is coming up here to hit for Dean, who took over in the outfield for Teoscar Hernandez. Bases loaded here for Alex Call. The 1-0. 2-0. Look at this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can see Pat Murphy shaking his head around. This guy can't throw a strike. He can't throw a strike. 2-0 incoming. Wow, look at this. He's giving it to the Dodgers here. There's a strike. 2-1. Incoming. The pitch. Hit in the air, popped up. That's going to be a big out. Catch will be made. 2 away now. Batter's going to be Freddie Freeman. Good luck. Good luck. Could I ever be a therapist? No, because I'm probably just going to yell at the person. Man up! So what? Your wife left you. Who gives a fuck? Get another one. Make some fucking eggs. Oh, boo-hoo. You're upset. You're angry. Shut up. Grab your fucking balls. Be a man. Wake up. You fuck. What are you, Hal Steinbrenner? You run from your problems? Face them. Pitch is in there. Count is 1-1. 2-0 Dodgers lead. Bases juiced. Oh, Frederick Freeman. A 1-1 from Uribe. Inside 2. Uribe would drive me nuts. I tell you what, man. Uribe would drive me nuts. He would drive me nuts. Roki Sasaki won. It's been a long wait here. If they get a base hit here, I would not bring Snell back out. Hit in the air to right center field. Ranging back, still back, makes the catch. That will end the inning. It does look, Roki is coming in this game. I'm surprised. I am surprised that Roki is coming into this game. I really am. I am very, 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 very surprised that Roki is coming into this game here because I'll be honest with you, I really believe that I would have let Snell finish this, but Roki's been great. We'll see how it goes. Pete, you believe mental health is a myth? I low-key do. No. What I would say is I believe that all the medications for it is wrong. I don't think everything needs to be medicated. Because the reason I say this is I do believe that traumatic moments could lead to mental health. I dealt with it personally, and I didn't pill myself to death. I didn't take pills and all that. I was offered it. I was offered it by doctors, and I said, no, I'm not. I want to find something, some behavioral method or something that I could be good because I never had this. I almost died. So that's why I had mental health problems because I almost passed away. So I had a very traumatic moment that scared the shit out of me. And I had to get through it and fight through it. And thankfully, I did have one good doctor that was able to talk to me and say, hey, look, you know, you never had this your whole life. This is something that happened. Your heart is checking out. Everything is checking out well. I think that as time passes, you're going to be okay. So I developed things like breathing methods and different things like that. But no, mental health, there's definitely people with mental health problems. There's no denying that. I always say, and again, this doesn't mean that I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. I'm not a doctor. I'm not qualified to, you know, tell somebody how they should get through something. But I would say that I don't think the answer is always pills and medications. I don't think that's always the answer. I don't think it was. I was offered them. Jira knows. I was offered these things. And yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to get hooked on a pill. I think I could hopefully handle this myself. And thankfully I was able to, but some people get hooked on pills and things like that. And sometimes it doesn't always make them better. We do all deal with traumas. There's no doubt about that. I agree. Everybody deals with traumas. Everybody deals with different things. Some people deal with them differently. Oh, Crackle Nuts. Damn, man. Come on. Crackle Nuts, you really had to do it? You had to bring that pull. Leave that man alone, damn it. Leave it up to good old Crackle Nuts. That son of a bitch. Okay, here he is, Roki Sasaki, 1-0. Now imagine if Roki has no command and he's all over the place here. That would be insane. Pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. 1-1 here on Caleb Durbin. 3 outs to go. It's all the Brewers got to work with. They need a base runner. As the 1-1 popped up. That ain't going to do it. 1 away. 1 away. Look at this. If I got any gamers in here, by the way, guys, I tell you something, man. There is a new Marvel game coming out that's like the old school beat 'em ups. Marvel Cosmic something. I'm playing that shit. I told Jared the other day, hey, look, I don't care. I don't give a poot. I haven't played video games in years. I will be playing that damn game. I'm a kid. I'll be playing that shit, and I'm not going to stop playing it because I'm a child at heart, all right? And I want to play a video game. That's a call strike and it count as 1-1. I'm going to play a video game. Cosmic Invasion. Coming soon. I want to play it. Pitch. Outside to count as 2-1. Call me immature. I don't care. And matter of fact, when little baby Manetti's out, I'm going to play it with him as a newborn, damn it. Pitch is outside. The count is now 3-1. Here comes the walk, baby. Here comes the walk. Robert says he's playing it right. Are you playing the demo? Are you playing the demo right now? No, stop. He's playing the demo? You son of a bitch. He walked him. Oh, here come the Brewers.
Oh, baby, walk on by.
Can you guys imagine if somebody hits a fucking bomb right now? Wow. Can you imagine if somebody hits an absolute 424-foot bomb right now? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, Roki might be shitting his drawers. Oh, he's nervous. Oh, my God. Look who it is, folks. Former Yankee legend, Jake Powers Bowers. Coming on up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Here's Bowers. Pitch. Inside 1-0. He's shitting his drawers, folks. Roki's shitting his drawers right now. He's nervous. Oh, he's nervous.
Put him in a fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
The 1-0 incoming. 2-0. Should have stayed with Blake. How do you not stay with Blake Snell? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I really don't get it. The 2-0 to Bowers. The pitch. Outside 3-0. Oh, oh my goodness. Jackson Churio on deck. Wow. Roki breathing heavy. The 3-0 to Bowers. As a strike, 3-1. 96 miles an hour. You know, years ago, there never would have been a thought to take Snell out of this game. Swing and a miss, he swung at ball 4. Fucking Bowers. Gave me memories of when he was a Yankee. Oh, my God. Send this guy back to fucking Winterfell.
Go run back to Winterfell. I'll have your head on a spike.
Send this guy to Winterfell. Swung at ball 4 right there. Knowing this fuck, he'll do it again. As the 3-2 from Roki. Pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Going back. Still back. It's over his head. It's a ground rule double. Look at this. Holy shit. The Brewers are a base hit away from tying this game. And what could be a major blunder for taking Snell out of this game. Oh my goodness. And look, I don't want to be that guy that says years ago, there never would have been a thought to remove Blake Snell from this game. Just saying. There never would have been a thought. There never would have been a thought. Oh my goodness. There never would have been a thought to remove Snell from this game. He is probably sick. Oh, I'm like an unk. I'm like an unk now. I got to say, back in my day. But shit, I'll even go with saying, God, as early as what? Nah, maybe not. Not 20. Yeah. It's probably back in my day. Yeah, it's definitely back in my day. It is definitely back in my day. This one is hitting the air to right center field, arranging back, still back, catch is made. It's going to make it a 2-1 ball game. Both runners tag up. Runner at third base, 2 away, and the batter's going to be Christian Yelich. 2-1 ball game. Snell was, I think, right at 100. Let me see where Snell was at. He was at 97, 98, something like that. Let me see. 103. He was at 103 pitches, dominating. I don't know how the hell you take him out. I don't get it. Here's Yelich. That is outside, 1-0. A base hit will tie this game. 2 outs. Oh my goodness. A base hit ties it. A home run wins it. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1-1. The 1-1 incoming. In the dirt. 2-1. 2-1. We might be going to extras. Dodgers 1 out away from winning game 1. 2-1. 3-1. William Contreras on deck. 3-1 dangerous pitch. Here it is. Bobby Ross.
Happy painting. God bless.
3-2. 3-2. The 3-2. Fouled away. We'll do it again. We will do it again. Smack that like, hit that subby, folks, and join the U.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Oh, you bet your ass. We would be honored. Pitch! He walked him!
Oh, baby, walk on by.
First and third. Let's see if Dave Roberts is going to make a change. And it looks like... Is Roberts going to come out? Let's see. Or is he going to face William Contreras? Here comes Dave Roberts. Good. Be right back, guys. Pitching change. Be right back. All right, Blake Trinan coming in. Blake Trinan coming in this game. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. First and third for William Contreras. Mind you, a home run wins the game, but a ball in the gap could also potentially win this game. So let's see what's going to happen here, folks. Buckle up, fasten your seatbelts. At least we're getting a pretty interesting one here. At least we're getting an interesting ball game, at least. Why not? At least in the final inning, we get some action. Get a little bit of some nice action here. Well, here we go. Blake Trinan versus William Contreras. First and third, 2 away. Let's see what happens, baby. Smack that damn like, hit that damn subby like you never done before a day in your life. Well, a base hit ties it up and maybe we get extras. Or a ball in the gap could probably win the game with Yelich at first base. And then, of course, a home run would win the game. I mean, any way for the Brewers to win, they have to walk it off. That's the only chance they have. The only way they win the game is by walking off. Dodgers need 1 out. Brewers need a hit. Here we go. The pitch. Fouled away. God, that was a meatball. That was a meatball. That was a meatball right there. Contreras 0 for 3 against Blake Snell today. The 0-1 from Trinan. Pitch. High. And Yelich takes second base. Now, a base hit can win this game for the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have a chance of walking off game 1. Well, the Dodgers get their victory. Pitch. Fouled away. The count is now 1-2. Oh, my goodness. Snell is drinking water, Gatorade or something. He probably spiked it at this point. At this point, he might have spiked it. With how this is going, the 1-2, 1 strike away. Doesn't chase, 2-2. Holy shit, folks. Oh my goodness. 2-2 incoming. Pitch. High, 3-2. On deck is Terang. Oh my goodness. Playoff baseball, baby. Nothing like it. Here we go. Here we go. The 3-2. Pitch. He walked him. He walked him. He walked him.
Oh, baby, walk on by.
Bases are loaded for the Brewers. 2 away. A base hit wins it. A walk ties it. A pass ball, a wild pitch, an error. A lot can happen now for the Brewers. I tell you what, if the Brewers win this game, Dave Roberts may be ripping his eyeballs out. Because man, oh man, what a decision. There'll be a mound visit here with Mark Pryor. Smack that like, hit that subby, folks. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Here we go. Bryce Terang. Bases loaded. 2 away. Can the Brewers win? Or will the Dodgers hold on? Pitch. Fouled away. 0-1. Big rip. Big rip. The 0-1 to Terang. Low, 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Bases are loaded. 2-1 game. 1-1 pitch from Trinan. Pitch. That's in there. 1-2. Final strike here for the Brewers. Can the Dodgers hold them off? Can the Dodgers hold them off here? This would be a big win. The 1-2. Inside. How do you not let that hit you, bro? Bro, how do you not let that pitch hit you, bro? Oh, my God. Terang would have been hit by the pitch. He got out the way. All you got to do is turn your hip. I know it's a reaction. Man, oh, man, you got to turn your hip, bro. You got to turn your fucking hip there. 2-2. He struck him out. And the Dodgers will win NLCS Game 1. That's why you got to turn your hip. Get hit by the pitch. Do a little Roger Dorn there. Get hit by the pitch and end it. Dodgers win Game 1. But the big question still remains. Where's Hal? The Yankees have been eliminated for days. Where's Hal? It's going to be the question because I want to hear from you. Where's Hal at, damn it? Search parties are still out there. Carmen Sandiego is still running rapid. Where's Waldo? Where's Hal? FBI's 10 most wanted. Where are you? That's all I want to fucking know. Where's Hal? The hell with the Dodgers. The hell with the Brewers. Where's the owner of the New York Yankees? Hal Steinbrenner. Where are you? That being said, folks, have a great night. I don't know what game I'm calling next. I'm disgusted I watch these games. I don't know where Hal is. I'm fed up, guys. Peace out, guys. Have a great night.
Yeah,